here. The anti-eco, this Marshall gets some value. The Cove does bloom, so we'll buy a little bit of time here for NRG to try to scale, at least get the orbs funneled into Asuna, get that Phoenix ult online. So one of the things I love about all these teams, great macro, a good opening kill from Mana.
Simple there with that Spectre. Tarantino dead, the rest of 100 Thieves can still play orb collection, rotate over. I believe that this one on the ace side has been taken. Either way, Asuna will have that run back available for the anti-bonus. That's what kind of damage they can get.
Yeah, you're really just trying to min-max here as 100 Thieves, right? Like, try to get all the stuff we can get going by Asuna. Scuba.
For a little bit more, we'll be able to find it, eat some damage, so has to pull back away, but 100 Thieves have been contained. And at the B grab here, taken in the hands of four of them. Here's the intercept from Mana. Has this fight now on the floor. 9 bullets remaining in Cryo low on health. It should be him dead to rights. Completely and utterly surrounded. The question really is, can he find any kills whatsoever? He doesn't need to die, and he's going to funnel this one over to Scuba. A flawless round for NRG.
Yeah, I'd say for 100 Thieves, if you're going to hang your hat on anything here, it's that you're going to have to run it back for this anti-bonus. And also, kind of oddly enough, you're probably not super displeased that Scuba's the one farming the orbs right now and the kills in these opening couple rounds. Yes, that pit can be really annoying, but on a map like Breeze, it's not the worst for an attacker side to have the defenders have that pit in play. Some teams just kind of use it to try to, block off the front of a choke or something like that, and then there's a lot of ways to play around that. Scuba again going for that quick shot, not going to find his mark this go around.
Fast lane in, it's going to be a very snappy hit here for 100 Thieves trying to get themselves on the board. Mana able to draw first blood, but Asuna with that run it back, still able to find Scuba. As well, back down to 10. Wow, first shot will connect on the bang. Tip to 49. Spike now being brought forward to the plant. Kiko arriving here in window, not going for that peak quite just yet. The drone actually ends up drawing some attention away, so they can just reshift this over and go for a backside plant. Mana's not going to be swinging in time to actually interrupt this. Otherwise, he could have potentially just had 4 dead to rights.
We're looking for a timing there, but 100 Thieves didn't give it to him. Gonna set up that high tide to try to make it go.
A bit more damage there on a bang. Asuna spraying through the smoke, able to find Ethan. Curveball at the ready, knows that it's going to be a full main approach from NRG. The Cove will get shattered. Time bleeding away. Realistically for NRG from here is just trying to find some additional damage, but I'm not sure if they're going to come up with anything else. Mana just had Sheriff in hand here for the moment. The Spectre behind it. We'll have to go down to the spike. That's going to be 100 Thieves getting on the board. A very clean anti-bonus, only Cryo lost.
Yeah, and I can already see some of the preparation and homework being done by 100 Thieves, being very ready for Scuba's tucked in positions. He was an absolute nightmare the other day on this B site. Really tricky to lock him down. He's so crafty with the way he positions himself. Again, Scuba may not light up the kill feed all the time, but I'm really impressed by his protocols and his individual decision making. Let's go.
Cek. Halo teman-teman, selamat malam guys. Selamat malam teman-teman semuanya. Hari ini grand finalnya EWC Valorant teman-teman. 100 Thrift sama NRG. Dan sudah mulai teman-teman. Ternyata ya, aku tadi agak lapar guys, jadi makan dulu ya guys ya. Kita langsung saja saksikan ini posisi sekarang NRG 2 dan 100 Thrift 1 ya. Nah, gua masih lihat dulu ini guys teman-teman. Chatnya masih chat yang lama ya. Bentar. Kita ganti chatnya dulu. Gitu. Thank you Citra. Dikirim template seperti biasa. Pin dulu. Nah ini nggak boleh nutupin ini guys, nggak boleh nutupin sponsor ya. Aduh, jadi sebelah mana nih kamera gua nih? Waduh bingung juga nih Pak, live shotnya kehalangan. Pindahin ke atas ini ya. Nah, sebelah mana ya? Ini kamera sebelah sini sebenarnya enaknya guys, tapi di sini tadi keluar sponsor jir. Orang-orang sebelah mana sih Pak Hendra? Di sini aja kah? nutup map mah itu kalau kita main sendiri. Justru nutup map nggak boleh juga nih. Di like dulu teman-teman yang baru masuk. Kita belum fokus ke game ya, sabar ya.
He's so good with it usually to catch like 2 or 3 players out of position and use it against them. Saw it against BBL the other day where they just were constantly getting caught out by
Orang-orang tuh kayaknya sebelah kiri deh guys.
KO knife, and this time around they're just ahead of it. So oh wow. Jeez.
Orang-orang kayaknya sebelah kiri ya.
Delayed
Sebelah
reaction on that.
kiri.
Yeah. To me, so much of this map, especially on the defender side for NRG, revolves around Ethan and that KO, getting information, stalling
Ini
out
aja lah ya.
hits. And so as 100 Thieves, you're trying to find that timing where you can avoid that
Ini
knife.
nutup sponsor ya guys.
Ethan will often kind of
Itu sponsor di atas sih.
timings of his own that he's kind of looked
Ini
into
aja. Halo guys, welcome yang baru masuk. Like dulu guys.
here so far.
Absen lagi ya guys, absen lagi.
In the hands of
Tadi habis makan dulu guys. Terus kebita tadi ini. Kebita bakso ya, jadi kita makan bakso guys.
Farmers across the board as well. Not as much comfort as Recon has to be cleared. Now there's the spot out on Amada. Curveball into his face.
Shit, dua sama.
Connecting Brock, able to peel back
Oh.
a little bit of that pressure, but it's Timotino again. Finding two.
Ini mapnya di Breeze.
Immediately back into the
Ada Scuba, Brock, Ethan, Keiko, Mada. 100 trips itu Sharou, Bang, Cora, Asuna sama Timotino guys. Coba di sini fansnya teriak dulu guys. Oh telat dikit ya, sorry.
Insanely good awareness.
Oke, Nanya udah masuk ulti. Sisa berapa orang? Sisa 3 orang pada di A guys. Di mid sama di A nih. Back plan.
Timotino's not going to have that ult for the next round.
Apakah mereka akan save guys? Oh mereka save kayaknya nih. Pada tunggu di A.
That's exactly it.
Disorakin guys, gelo disorakin. Cina. Kedengeran nggak tadi? Sekali lagi thank you banget EWC yang sudah ngasih kesempatan ya buat kita jadi co-streamer nih. Saya sangat terharu untuk jadi co-streamer. Semoga nanti di nextnya kita bisa jadi ikut kreator program juga guys. Oke, mereka nge-save. Waduh, selalu kayak gini guys. Kalau ada lag-lagnya dikit gitu loh guys. Gue nggak tahu ini nge-lag dari gua atau dari sananya. Kan dari gua kayaknya bagus deh. Koneksi aman ya. Ini ternyata grand finalnya nggak BO5 guys. Aku kira BO5 ya, kayak bakal lama banget gitu. Ternyata nggak nyampe BO5 nih, cuma BO3 doang. Best of 3. Cuma 3 game cukup.
So NRG, I think, wise to pull an early timeout. At the very least, maybe slow
Time out dulu guys.
Yeah, they have to do something to start containing him.
Right.
It's just had free reign on this map so far. And granted, yes, a bit lucky with the turnaround spray, but with how fast he was able to pull that off.
Tapi kalau masih bisa live, kita lanjut main guys ya. Kita main Apex.
So kind of curious what Bankar wants to do. If he wants to be a little bit more aggressive at the mains, maybe throw that knife a little bit earlier, or have a pop flash setup from the KO in A main. Try to tee up Kiko or something like that. Be really diligent with this composition that NRG runs. You got to make sure that you're keeping those double duelists in check. They've been pretty good about it so far. But so far, 100 Thieves, on the other hand, prep and the reads have been really, really good. And credit's got to go to the coaching staff, to NBS, having them really well situated to find some good timings around this util. That flash. Just keep 100 Thieves honest. And it's important to maintain that space. You'd love to get 100 Thieves forced over onto the B side as often as you can. Push them into Mata's Harbor util. This round they do move Scuba's toxic screen over to the A side as well. So they really want to try to show force over on the A side.
Semoga nggak nutupin
100 Thieves, not scared.
Sponsornya di atas kan ya? Aman lah itu. Crunchyroll ya.
Reclear this.
G2 bawa tren Alexander Arnold.
Forward aggression off the rim.
Jitu nggak ada Jitu nggak sih, ini NRG. NRG ini Pak Hendra. Jitu mah yang tadi nggak sih? Di game sebelumnya ya? Alexander Arnold. Ini kayaknya yang menang 100 trips sih. Prediksi gue ya, ini cuma prediksi doang. Pak Hendra, menurut Pak Hendra ini yang menang siapa, Pak? Lihat mainnya rapi sih. Nggak geresak-gerusuk sih. 100 trips. Tuh kan, santai. Uts. Nice, tuh. Menang guys. 100 trips sih. Kayaknya ya. Yang bakal juara di EWC 2026 kali ini.
Not allowing for Bunkar's intervention to get them another one back.
Well, they're absolutely cruising. And they're just kind of showing that they're willing to try other things on the map, but the plan always seems to be A all the way. Bang had his reckoning, able to get some great value out of it there. That kill really solidified that round.
Udah ngeri-ngeri gini mah.
Right place, right time.
Right place in the right time.
Continues to be able to get rifles into it with those half armor buys. Look at how close we are to some big ults though. Oh,
Coba di mid.
This is everything that they're trying.
Udah kalah satu.
100 Thieves, whether they're ready for it or not, they're dealing with it.
Santai dulu, oke, di smoke dulu.
Solo duelist composition. You need Kiko to be operating and firing on all cylinders. At the moment, he's 1-6 and 1. Nice little flash timing there.
Mada ngeri juga ya. Mas Mada nih. Mas Mada ngeri juga guys.
Still alive and now the running back available. He finds Mada as well.
Anjir gila. Kok dia bisa tahu ya di situ ada orang anjir padahal nggak nge-step ya.
You're not getting Kiko into that op because your economy is constantly on the back foot. Gak dicek dulu kah? Oh telat guys, telat nggak sih guys? Itu harusnya bareng Phoenix sama Scan-nya. Santai, santai. Pick. Set, eta. Nice. Wah ketahuan. Ada orang. 1, 2, 3. Hits, hilang. Nice. 1 lawan 1 guys. Udah ke Scan. Nice. Nice one, 100 Thieves. Oh, they're just all locked in here to start. They were fired.
Aduh, tadi nggak ngeliat, mapnya apa aja ya? Mapnya apa aja nih Pak Hendra?
And every little thing, this is probably one of the better efforts we've seen from NRG. They're able to hold the site, but then there's that little moment where Bang sneaks in between Ethan and Brock and gets a freebie. One's got to be a little bit tilting. The timing on that just so perfect. Now finally Nico for NRG. Couple sheriffs, couple marshals, and a guardian for Scuba. A ton of ults in there. So I wouldn't be too surprised. I mean, especially if Kiko gets that blade storm that they just start.
Neonnya pakai ini anjir. Pakai
just throwing everything.
Timotino down to 14. Caution. Didn't seeing that cove, reading this push. Now wants to maybe try to confirm it, but no, save that 0 point. But Mata on this push forward, it's quite a bit of damage. Hunter's Fury is going to be called in. Find that one kill. Brock desperately trying to shut down this push. Mata will be able to finish off Brock and Ibora at the same time. I know. But Cryo wins out a fight here on B. Opening things up as the spike gets ushered over. It's a second shot from Timotino to take down Ethan.
Masih jaga. Robos masuk ya Eko-nya. Gila, berani banget ini Jetnya. Sendirian loh. Nice.
Help be damned, he's got the better gun.
They're just, oh my God, Cryo so on top of things, and that neural theft huge from him as well. Found a great timing to punish Ethan, who was trying to get in there, see if he could help out on the B site, but 100 Thieves is doing such a nice job of getting an opening pick or being a little bit patient and then taking some mid control. They always have a player either coming through elbow or coming through mid proper to set up that extra angle onto B. And it's destroyed NRG in these attempted, either retakes or thwarts of executes. So you have to take another timeout as NRG to stop this madness.
Tengok dulu guys dari NRG katanya.
I mean, 100 Thieves just looks so well prepared today.
Yeah, I mean, you need as much as you can get, and right now you basically have nothing.
Yeah.
So
apakah NRG belum panas guys?
As much as humanly possible. And our 100 Thieves already up.
100 Thieves-nya udah mantep banget ini.
4 more rounds to be played out in this half.
Sayang banget PRX nggak main ya. Kalau main PRX, wah beras sih guys. Bisa banyak yang nonton kalau misalkan PRX main ya. Sejujurnya gue dukung PRX.
True. I mean, there's still a way back in, and now you're finally going to be able to get to that operator. A little bit of safety with the Blade Storm behind it for Kiko, who's 1-7 right now. That surely can't last. The guy has just been too damn good here in Paris. Has to be a blow up from him. There's a attempted shot of Timatino.
Fury coming through, trying to assist on this entry.
Oh, nice. Open drop.
He had that operator in hand. Now it's going to be down on the floor. It's on the far side of that mid pillar. Taking Bang low, but not being able to take him down. He had the jump on him as well.
Yeah, they're being really proactive, our 100 Thieves, about trying to clear that
masih mundur dulu. Oh, pintar banget, disiplin banget guys.
Recleared it with a little bit of spam to make sure that nobody from NRG tried to slide
disiplin banget sih mainnya.
Will eventually make his way there, but
santai.
so much of the map here.
Ada yang jaga juga belakang tuh.
100 Thieves.
Ini udah ketebak kayaknya.
Open B site, Scuba working miracles here against BBL. Can he
smoke up?
Find another rabbit in the hat? Just gonna be patient.
Oh, sabar juga nih, NRG sabar juga nih.
Quick one tap, Brock now also gonna slot in.
I'm out of here.
Woi.
Brock.
Gelo.
Scuba getting involved. Spike drop, trying to be recovered here by Bang. Will be able to
so
much more pressure on Cryo. Trying to crack open this site. Scuba going for the check now. Through tunnel. Spots him. Oh, and they're both just gonna get wrecked. Cryo.
Dimasukin.
Now down to a salah. Will continue to
anti anjir dalam situ guys. Kok bisa guys? Nge-cheat kah? Dia cuma denger step doang anjir.
Yeah, discipline now.
Gila.
NRG re-clearing mid, having Brock into that position. They're a little more confident that they can just hold the chokes. And so when the time starts ticking down, they just say, okay, we'll go 2-2. Scuba and Brock able to just lay down the crossfire into that entry point. Get some huge kills. 4-4 Brock, who's going to get really close to another Hunter's Fury off of that round. Bang does have a reckoning. So does Mata.
Oh, kena ininya Harbor.
Cryo out of the fight. Kiko now trying to just hold his position, hold elbow control, but blind disconnect, and he does botch the tailwind out, but still will be able to escape unscathed.
Sayang banget itu.
Close call and a close affair, though. Two players should have been spotted by that drone.
Teruskan satu.
That's going to leave your heavy stack over at B maybe a little bit longer. Seeing the Harbor and the Phoenix makes you feel like maybe that's where it's going to be. Ethan on the jiggle.
Timotino,
so fast to collect that. And
fast
now you have
collect
corralled here on this site.
Oke, mereka bakal nge-plan di A.
Hold the line. A reckoning perhaps and desperation could be used to peel back some of the pressure for himself.
Ke A sih ini kayaknya. Pokoknya udah masuk, Neon masuk. Dekat. Oh, nice. Satu orang lagi. Oh, masih ada itu, Ramada. Oke, nice. Anjir.
Spike being planted, late approach into A main, coming in from Scuba. Drone now trying to shift that position, but Asuna catching that headshot on the spray, and Scuba now trying to take him down one by one.
Best of 5 kata? Best of 5 ya?
Isolate these fights if he swings here.
Best of 5 ternyata guys, grand final soalnya.
Be able to find it. Don't need that counter punch when Asuna is shooting like that. It's a big 3K. And yet another round. 400 Thieves.
This one gets a little bit scrappy. Despite the great start again from Timotino, his entries have been incredible.
Gila.
First kills must be through the roof. What a readjust on that spray from Asuna, who continues his reign of terror on Phoenix no matter what map he's on. Absolutely ridiculous.
And because of that 3K, he's already 3 charges to the next runner back. Which would make it, what, maybe 4 in this half?
At least.
Oh, Timotino boleh open nih. Gila. Just, aduh. Kena ulti soalnya dia. Wih, gila setipis itu guys.
He's just been given no chance, no wiggle room to play the game.
And that's the op for NRG down, so they got to try to recover it. A couple of their players only on Guardian and Stinger, so
Kawan sih di smoke. Gede.
it's just in a hit. Scuba with
Nice, ulti deh.
Okay, Ethan just gonna try to disrespect this Molly, catch somebody off guard. Swing around the
Wait,
back,
nice.
one, but bang.
Telat nih backupnya guys.
Will be able to clean
Ya,
up
apa itu guys?
Won't be able to spot out too much of anything, but they still have the player
Deg-degan
advantage.
kan, deg-degan. Scan-nya kemana ya Pak?
Bang has Mata.
Oh, nice.
Snake bite from Scuba to try to peel
Paronya
back.
udah mati guys. Fix.
Any of
8-3
this
nih.
onslaught, but it's just dead.
Udah gini 8-3. Nah kan.
Outnumbered, outmaneuvered, and
Oke, 100 kayaknya menang di half round guys.
Just running away with this.
Sekali lagi, satu round lagi.
This is absolutely unbelievable. A team that hasn't beat NRG yet this year. 100 Thieves have lost every time over in Americas. But today,
Rapi
and
dia.
at this whole tournament, they have been a different force. And they are pushing NRG to
Pemainnya pada
the
baru nih guys.
This last round feels so needed for NRG to stay in this map.
Yeah, 4th round here, and then a pistol win. Might just
Oh,
be
opennya
enough
jatuh kah?
to stabilize things, but just given the way that 100 Thieves are shooting at the moment, it feels like that's where largely the diff is coming from.
Look at this double outlaw. There's only one player who has full armor, and that's Mata, because he bought down to a Spectre. This could be brutal for NRG if they get caught out.
Kenapa tadi?
Mata holding the other side of this angle behind the box.
Oh,
Asuna thinking about
Sorry.
that.
OP-nya drop tadi guys.
common spot is
Which?
Timothy's going to be clearing out.
Gila,
And
cepet
Rico
banget
with
neonnya.
a shorty. Quickly jumps back, gives up that space at elbow.
Looks like they're going to peel back fully.
Lari.
If anybody on NRG could hear those footsteps from the Neon,
Siap
Mata might
nih.
have. They have to at least respect that it could just be a fake and a pause. Grab of the orb though. Asuna one away from another run it back.
And he's got the spike. Self-suppression. Basically just confirming that this is the site that they're indeed going to be hitting, but swinging the corner.
Whoa.
Timotino able to find Ethan to start things
Timotino.
off. Pico having the dash back, giving up space with that judge in hand. Certainly not what you want to be doing. But no other recourse. The ulti now to be popped, space to be taken by Asuna, storming his way towards orange, spot out of the one.
Anjir.
Pico dead, Timotino with
Oh.
another kill. Asuna is running and gunning. Mata standing, absolutely no
Satu orang
chance.
lagi.
Brock,
Oh.
well, he can find one. I don't think he's going to be able to find this round win. The push coming through. He's
udah nggak bisa
dead.
apa-apa itu,
This
guys.
half, it's over.
Gak bisa nge-save juga udah half round.
9-3.
Timotino just absolutely clotheslines him here. Just the run and gun to open things up against Ethan, holding the line of the door. Beautiful work from the duelist 100 Thieves. A phenomenal first half.
Couldn't really ask for this to go much better than it did. Both timeouts out of the hands of NRG as well. This map at the moment has 100 Thieves written all over it. And if they're going to continue to play like this and NRG can't find their footing, this entire
Mantap
series might have 100 Thieves
Bagus,
written
disiplinnya
all over
bagus
it.
sih. Lihat keyboardnya sampai lurus gitu guys.
Along
Mainnya
with
begini
that
aja,
trophy,
bukan begini ya. Mainnya begini.
pressure going to be mounting NRG. Needing to find some
Bisa-bisa
stability,
aja.
but for now, let's send things over to Ian.
100 Thieves looking good. NRG fans, where you at?
NRG coba guys
He's from
disebut
Florida.
apa?
You can see he's not in an NRG jersey, but he's supporting them today because of a certain player. Tell me your story, Sam.
So we got to support Scuba. Scuba was from Cooper Academy last year, Tier 2, became a world champion. We're here for Scuba, so send fans. We
Oh,
got it
ini
for
para
NRG.
pendukung Scuba cina
Well,
guys.
you can see that 100
Scuba
Thieves have
FC.
got off to pretty good start here. I think that I was speaking to you a little bit earlier on. You think you've got this in the bag. Are you concerned at all?
Not at all. 9-3 curse plus 100 Thieves have never won a major. That's not going to change tonight. Absolutely not.
Wow, do you agree, 100 Thieves? Where's 100 Thieves at? There's some booing going on down here. What's your name, man?
It's Alex. What's up, guys? Y'all saw me yesterday, didn't y'all? Yeah, right. BBL fans. What's up?
Oh, you're the guy who went crazy with the key.
Oh, that's right. How you guys doing? FNS. I saw you guys on Twitch. Come on now, guys. Y'all love it. You know you do.
Bro, the eye contact with the camera is crazy. I love it. What's your name?
Hello, Aya.
Hi.
Aya.
Hi, Aya. Why do you think NRG are going to win this?
Of course, we're in Paris. Paris luck. We win champions, so why we wouldn't win today?
Fantastic. All right, listen,
Anjay.
Sam. You've got 20 seconds left. You want to start an NRG chant right now?
Paris, we came from the US and from other countries. We want you to get loud. Paris for NRG. Ready? Once NRG. NRG.
Disorakin anjir, banyak banget 100 trip.
Yeah, there's some
Seru anjir, seru. Penontonnya
amongst the
saling
crowd.
berantem nih, seru guys.
I don't know.
Disorakin ya Allah.
Everyone's just getting along so very well.
It's just rainbows and handshakes and hugs all around.
I mean, it is that after the games, everybody's able to just kind of brush it aside once the action's over. But you gotta love the rivalries that have been happening here. But for NRG now, needing the energy from the crowd, if they want to get any kind of stability and any kind of win on this map. Ethan playing at a
Oh!
shot. And
What the
my
hell?
God,
Apa itu guys?
that's a draw dropper. As Mata gonna be the one to claim the kill on a bang. And Ethan's. What
Gila.
happened?
I don't know.
Gila si Ethan.
What happened during that halftime break? Can we get a blood test? Yeah. Because that was a pelter of a shot.
Two of them. That is ridiculous work from Ethan. Ethan just said, screw it. Sheriff's and let's ball.
Ih, timing banget itu.
Spotted.
Dia masuk yang itu keluar ini dari B. Si Fora.
I think this is probably round over. We'll see. Fora has a sheriff of his own. He's going to be a little late to the party.
Cryo taking down Ethan. Putting that sheriff on the floor.
30 seconds.
Clear the recon, and they're just swinging off the back of that one. Nicely
Yeah,
timed here
enak
by
posisinya.
NRG. As it is just going to be Fora in a 1v4.
Planted.
Finds the first.
Fora ini ngeri guys.
Fuller HP members. Check into the cove. Bit of spam here. NRG trying to send a message, make him think that this is going to be
Apakah akan di
completely
diffuse?
undoable.
Susah sih.
All going to be situated as
Susah
well.
sih kalau nggak di diffuse. Kita kalau
Would not
meledak
like to
guys.
hear it, but frankly, I
Dia
do have
sendiri
to
3 lawan
agree,
1
given
nih.
as good as Fora has been
Terus kalau
playing,
dia lawan Mada dulu,
don't see him
terus
pulling this
menang
one
satu
out.
battle aja.
No, there's just no time now.
Oke, pokoknya masih sehat aja.
Looks like he's more than happy to just go down to the spike, doesn't want to give them any more. Whole charge is over, no more credits. We'll just tuck away and allow this pistol to go over to NRG. So 4th round win to be found. 100 Thieves not yet able to make it up to double digits. We'll just be going in all likelihood for the full classics.
For sure.
Masih nyantai ya, mapnya masih
Great start
baru
for
brief
NRG, exactly
map
what
pertama
they
guys,
needed.
jadi belum pada
Ridiculous stuff
begitu
from
panas kali ya. Belum ada yang
I don't even know.
bener-bener dar gila. Ini Ethan sih udah panas ya kalau si Ethan.
Timotino a little slow to react compared to what we saw in that first half.
Yeah.
He seemed like anytime somebody had to jump on him, he was turning on him. Snap of the fingers. But yeah, no buy up here at all. Full classics, 400 Thieves.
I had that bandit for a brief little moment, but decided to go against it, so.
I'm not against it if you want to go for a bandit there to try to do some extra damage, especially stick it in the hands of a player who's
Ah,
got the
udah.
hot hands.
Ini tinggal sendiri di A
Case
anjir.
of Asuna.
Does this stack get rewarded, though, is going to be my question. I mean, Timatino is doing his damnedest to try to exert some pressure here. Stop them from scaling and getting information around A. So far, it's working pretty decently well. So the cluster of NRG starting to advance towards B main. Spike's still going to be held back at cannons. There's a very real chance for 100 Thieves to get an immense amount of
Kapan
damage
mana
here.
mau Apex lagi? Belum tahu sih. Tapi mungkin banyaknya main offline sih. Kalau di live-in belum tahu sih. Soalnya kan lagi ramenya Valorant ya. Valorant lagi update banget nih. Jadi kita ngejar ombaknya Valorant. Makanya hari ini juga harusnya tuh main game RPG ya, kayak Baldur's Gate Divinity of Original Sin. Tapi jadinya tadi main Valorant karena ngejar ombak Valorant banget. Paling banyaknya offline sih mainnya. Kemarin Aing kira mau join party. Kemarin tuh Aing lagi nggak bisa Discord. Soalnya lagi teleponan.
No more shock darts. We'll get the location reveal.
Santai bro.
Standing ahead.
Recon to the side, the dance away. Vora can just try to play this one on time, but he wants to fight, it seems like. As Kiko slotted it back sight.
Oh tahu dia. What? Gelo jump shot. Welcome ya. Bangkut jangan lupa di like dulu. Bentar guys.
Drop the pistol, no problem. They've got the thrifty.
Oh my word, the confidence here from the IGL of 100 Thieves. Insane work. The fact that he doesn't die here, he just turns. He's like, well, there's somebody else popping through. Maybe I could kill the other one before the Marshal kills me. And then he gets back to safety, gets the reload. That is unthinkable. Bongard can only shake his head in disbelief. Our co-streamers love it.
That is jaw-dropping that he's able to get away with that. So 4 spy here from NRG. Timatino not able to find either shot with that outlaw. Will rescale, repeak this angle. Managed to break line of sight just fast enough. Cloudburst as well for the other two to get across the cannons.
Low. Kalau mau main ini paling off stream aja, invite aja Bang Ut kalau aku lagi online mah. Aku mah aman-aman aja kalau mau main. Kalau lagi main ya. Cuman ya gitu aja paling beban. Udah mana ya?
Suspicious about this.
Vitamin.
Timatino, okay.
Aku lupa di mana simpennya.
Just gonna try to go for a wall bang.
Oh ini dia.
So recon ping's gonna be exchanged here on either side. Modifying one. Vora gonna be taken down. Cryo will be forced off of this corner. The jump there from Ethan just absorbs all the damage, so Kiko can collect the kill. Fishing shot, that connected. Kiko's down to 6. Just happened to hit him, but Bang is so much further forward than they might anticipate. Can he catch them off guard? No. Mata watching and waiting for it. More than prepared. Smalley out. Pump there from Timatino, able to find the one, collects a weapon. He's trying to fight his way out of this one now. Alone.
Timur guys.
These players, Scuba as well, worse for wear. I mean,
Set ada 2. Depan belakang susah sih.
Just not to be. Ethan will be able to find the force buy from NRG. They trade it right back.
If you could have done a little bit more
Reset.
You'd be feeling pretty good about it, but this time around, a much better B-side hit. Working the map a little bit. Scuba there in mid. He's keeping Timatino pinned. Something you don't see on the screen, but he's just kind of working back and forth across the crosshairs. Just really nice play on that backside. Keeping everything under their purview. Making sure that nobody gets away with something a little scary. Would have maybe liked to have seen Bang be a little bit more patient.
Apa itu bro?
Tide, but still, 100 Thieves in a fine position.
Ini default dulu ya. 2-1-2.
Right now, definitely not in their favor.
Nah, ini masih nunggu loh di situ.
A round with classics 2 rounds ago. Just do it again.
Yeah,
hey, now you've got a sheriff.
Yeah,
udah pada beli.
Fewer
Spin.
bullets and a little bit of a longer reload for
Awas,
Valorant,
Harbor.
so
Nice.
might not be able to
Ketahuan.
quite deliver the same results.
Jangan di
Love to
pick
get
nggak sih
the
bro?
reckoning
Tungguin
out.
aja nggak sih?
From NRG as 100 Thieves at the
Cari
very
info
least
sih
in this
penting
round
sih.
if you could. And it might just be part of the plan anyway for NRG. They need
Oke,
all
di
the
smoke.
rounds they can get. So kind of a lot of times you'll see teams
Ya,
when they're at a
kemungkinan
big
A, bro.
deficit just start
Wah, udah pasti akan.
ults even against Decos.
Siap bro, senjata bro.
Choke point nades.
Wih, ditabrak, nice. Gelo.
Tries to grab the gun but cannot get
Waduh,
it up in time.
madanya.
Able to find himself a second looking for that third. Backpedals away. It's under the corner. And that's just going to be all of these 100 Thieves players completely corralled.
Bisa
in this
Timotino
match.
lagi guys, lagi-lagi.
30 seconds.
Dengan klasiknya teman-teman ya.
Once again, to see if he can find some additional damage for the squad.
Spike planted.
Push out to the side. Scuba's into the open.
Nggak lihat
Doesn't
aja
look
Viper-nya.
to his left, so doesn't actually have that spot at all.
So much to check here for Timotino.
In the corner, headshot ends up coming through. Gun now going to be recovered. It was a try
Oh.
to fight this into main, but Scuba will be able to find him.
Apa itu guys?
Headshot to the back of the skull, and NRG starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, so now
Apa itu guys?
when do 100 Thieves think about the timeout? Maybe NBS will give him
Sumpah,
one
anjir.
more before he decides to try to change things up. I like the idea here from 100 Thieves to just throw everything at that A main choke, but still
NRG mulai
able to
menyusul
break
nih.
out, even though Ethan down to 1 HP at the end of it. Able to hang on for dear life. Timotino gonna have that operator now.
Wah, ada 2 ulti di NRG
Big
ya.
time round now. 100 Thieves. They can get this one. Should be feeling a lot more comfortable about closing this out. Was that no command?
Ulti satu dipakai, ulti kayonya.
Bang, unable to pop
Dilawan
anything else.
sama ulti
Having to
Phoenix.
use the ultimate before he gets into the range of that null. Bora's going to be taken down though, and Ethan looking
Kata
for
kemana,
one
bro?
more, has to
Oh,
go for
kena
that reload, but
blind.
Kiko will be able to find Asuna. Snaps him back behind the wall. Timotino now trying to go on the approach.
What?
I'm getting a sense of it.
Anjir,
Able to read
sumpah ini
Ethan's
orang-orang
position,
ngeri banget.
scrambles through the wall, gets that neural depth invested. 3v4, the reckoning now going to be sent out.
Go, go, go.
As things become increasingly scrappy. Slow scale through the fast lane, but the push coming in. Mana able to catch a glimpse, but cannot make the shot
Gila.
connect.
Timotino sama Mada. Ngeri gini guys.
Timotino still alive.
Ini berantem
Has not
mereka
been
nih.
able to scale
Oke,
forward.
kena.
Mana gonna be stunned up. Curveball into the corner.
Iya.
Somehow Asuna cannot
Iya,
get that
miss
kill.
anjir Asunanya.
NRG
Phoenixnya kenapa guys?
very much finding their footing now. Just 3 rounds away from tying this up. And I think that timeout needs to pop up sooner rather than later. Perhaps a wait for a full buy round, but a lot got invested into this from both sides. And NRG, they're the ones who came out on top.
Those flashes there just not connecting. Curveballs were turned on at the very end.
Timotinonya bingung
Not
dari
sure who hit
berapa arah
those
itu.
flashes onto
Gila udah mulai menyusul NRG nih.
initial kind of shutdown of 100 Thieves attempted retake because I didn't see Ethan get any assists in the kill feed. Kind of makes me raise my
Alright.
eyebrows a bit there. Vora has his ult.
Woods.
So does Timotino. So another round where Thrifty very much on the cards. 400 Thieves. You can find your moment. Scuba seemingly going to be on anti-lurk duty for this one. That's often kind of your role as a Viper. Kind of watch that backside a little bit. Even
Protect
tapping
ke A lagi nih
that
kayaknya
Phoenix
nih.
aggressive around the corner curveball.
Nah, Timotinonya, aduh terakhir lagi nanti dia lama lagi guys.
But 100 Thieves set play this time. It's delayed. It's behind the pyramid.
Si Neonnya.
Gonna throw the curveball out front. Should
Tapi
be
aman
able to
sih,
clear
4
this
ya ya.
drone. Let's see.
Info harusnya udah rotate nggak sih
Great snake bite.
Neonnya?
Very well placed. All in try to prevent the plant. Cryo though, backpedal away. Rid of some of that decay, but majority of it was damage suffered. Overdrive now popped. Timotino on the approach here from behind.
Wah, kena aja.
Clear him out.
Kena sama
Leon now
Viper.
dead, and it's an empty B site that all of NRG are looking to pivot to, and Scuba's still late here on this angle, but Asuna
rotate ke B, gelo.
Weapon can be recovered, but he doesn't have the help. But
Oh,
able to find one, finds another.
Gila.
Mana broke Ethan all dead. The spike. There on the floor, and Kiko has to stick it.
Gila jir.
Rotates around the back. Does he
Game
have it?
changer ya Fora ya guys ya.
Just be by a
Uts.
narrow margin, but now
Uts.
he's got to kill them all, and he cannot.
Ah, susah sih.
Flora from downtown
What a play ya.
massacres them with a Hunter's Fury.
Ulti Sofa game changer guys.
Get up to 11.
It's the lob, the full court send from Bora.
Oh di situ ketahuan.
Ridiculous. Look at this. He's got that choke lined up right down B-Link. What the timing on that too, absolutely insane. He has been ridiculous today for 100 Thieves and bails them out in the biggest way. Now we go again, 100 Thieves. Gonna be really aggressive at A main.
Welcome teman-teman yang baru masuk.
It's gonna be the B main pressure this time.
Di absen dulu guys.
Break on in.
Gimana yang bakal menang ini?
And Cryo's just using that one way. Take down Mata. Spike gonna be stranded on the corner, and they're not watching for him. He just rescales forward, up towards main. He's able to find Scuba, gets damaged through as Timotino cleans up Brock. Nico quickly able to sit down the enemy Neon, but now you've got Bang and Asuna on this approach to 0 point. Gonna be giving them false information. Doesn't go deep enough to scout him.
Isi dulu pollingnya ya guys ya.
From that window side. Ethan very much doing the
2
same.
poin menang sih. It's.
Trying to bait out a reaction.
Swing in.
Nice.
Kiko dead. The reckoning sent, and Ethan now isolated. The waves ready to crash in around him.
Sisa Ethan. Tunggu plan aja, santai bro, santai bro. Ah, kedengeran kan?
Side plant, double approach from main for 100 Thieves. Ethan nearly backpedaling into that one, sends out the flash, trying to
Nice.
play off of it
Gila, itu
himself, but Asuna
kepalanya lagi bercahaya loh guys.
kills it. And gets
NRG kah ini? NRG kah? Yang dukung NRG siapa ini?
This is something that's
100
so
Thieves yang
crucial
menang
when
bro.
running a double duelist comp.
Lihat disiplin banget.
You can't win just
Sabar mainnya.
defaulting, then you have to start exploring the map. And that's what they do early here. So they can get into some of these faster rotates, but it's really Cryo at the start of this, that cheeky one-way setup that he has with a trip cut across it that forces opponents out into a position where he's going to be able to see their feet when they go to clear. He's able to get a big kill in that rescale, even get some damage in on the third while he's stunned up. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful side anchoring from the Cypher. Now it's 5 in a row just to send it to OT.
They have the ults for it.
They do.
At least get it going. Pico already investing the blades. Has a judge behind that. So can't afford to try to up the pace, close the gap quickly, get on top of these 100 Thieves players.
Look at Timotino. Look how far out on the map he is.
Iya anjing. Timotino mau nge-flank lihat.
There's been no presence, no attempt.
Gak ada yang tahu, gak ada yang ngeliatin.
Feigning an interest on the A side of the map.
Ah, siya.
It's the shocks again.
Timotino lari.
Unable to clear out these trips. Kiko storming forward. Recon going to be cleared. A little bit of damage there on the molly.
Timotino ketahuan.
But otherwise safe.
Terus anjir, aman Timotino.
Exploded the kill feed.
Gila sih sama ada nih.
And every attempt has been beaten back.
Oh.
And this map is theirs.
Kecabut.
Best of 5 grand final. Thinking that they're going to
Oke,
find
first game teman-teman sudah beres ya.
they've been able to rely on, but 100 Thieves just had
Oh, itu Timotino masih muda banget ya.
every twist and turn.
It was a great game plan on the attacker side, having a
Hey,
good read on the
NRG bawa pemain timnas Ethan Joaon. Oh, itu pemain timnas. Oh, bahasa saya tahu. Iya, sorry. Tadi fokus banget round terakhir anjir. Gimana nih Pak Hendra, menang mana nih kata Pak Hendra nih? Kalau aku sih kayak aku dukung 100 Thieves sih. Rapih mainnya loh. Disiplin. Nggak buru-buru gitu, nggak gerasak-gerusuk. Bagus ya. Welcome teman-teman yang baru masuk. Halo.
How about that for a start for 100 Thieves?
Pemanasan ya, pemanasan
It is
buat
another
NRG
chapter in the NRG
dan juga
story.
100
They
Thieves
wake up and make it a closer
dimenangkan
map here,
oleh
just
100 Thieves ya guys ya.
as 100 Thieves wake
Di
up
map
and
pertama
eventually
nih.
close it on out.
It's kind of crazy because NRG, they won both pistols and they still struggled. They had a close scoreline at the half. 9-4 towards that second half, and this was insane. I mean, 100 Thieves, they really looked good.
I think that it was beyond looking good.
Yeah.
We were speaking about the potential for the MVP and whatnot. We highlighted a couple of duelists on the side of 100 Thieves, and so we did for NRG. But Kiko was unable to do anything
Susah
during
sih
the
Keikonya,
first
iya.
half. In so many occasions, you would see him
Keikonya
spearheading
nggak
a
ini,
little bit
nggak
and then being shut
nggak
down
bersinar.
instantly.
I think the main reason was because 100 Thieves was literally everywhere on the map somehow. On that attacking side, you see them behind.
I agree.
They're trying to rotate, trying
Madam.
to get any information, and somehow someone has snuck their way all the way into spawn. It feels crazy to watch that 100 Thieves, they really had a good prep, I think, going into this.
100 100 triliun sih benar. Kenapa 100 triliun?
Who was everywhere for 100 Thieves. He had himself a fantastic
itu kata siapa,
and a
guys?
good way to kick off this best of 5.
When we speak about form for the players, when we speak about them peaking and whatnot, being
rapi dia, guys.
decisive in clutches, in important
Sabar,
rounds, in this
aimnya
makes
udah
that
kacau ya.
NRG were
Dia bisa
having
reset
so many
aim
disadvantageous
dengan
situations.
santai, guys.
It was boring. I
Woods.
feel like every time the
Lihat.
NRG needed it, the 100 Thieves needed a crazy round to bounce back. He was the man.
Dude, look at this round. I mean, the thrifty, the flick to kill.
Quick-onnya belum ada lagi. Quick-on buat apa nih?
He's so low as well, using his util really well. Vora just
lihat di sini guys. Jump shotnya, lihat jump shotnya.
Happening in the positioning
So smart.
that Kiko has put him in. So smart, so skillful.
Dia udah tahu dari sini.
Kind of crazy to think about it. Jumping across this
Ini juga nih.
seger
anjir, dapat 2.
Time and time again when we talk about
Quick-on yang juara.
two-time world champion. What about Vora? What about the IGL that is now on the other side? Man, I was seeing that timeout the bunker was given.
Yeah.
I was scared for my life. I do not know what he said, but let me tell you.
Si Vora ini IGL-nya.
I wouldn't be able to perform because I would feel that I've done everything wrong.
Yeah, and I think when you're looking at the player stats on the screen right here, that doesn't actually reflect how much impact Vora had in the server. I think he had 3 different clutches to win out the round. I think he had multiple rounds that had so much impact, including that last ult round. Just shut it down. Another thrifty one, by the way, by 100 Thieves that brought them back into the game. I think NRG, they won their last championship based on snowballing, and 100 Thieves shut that down today.
Very much so, and I love the fact that it feels like the ACS across the board for this squad was lower because they were playing so much more as a team. The utility there, it was just so fantastic to watch here by 100 Thieves.
Yeah, the thing is, like, on the other side, like, 100 Thieves at the end of the day, I love how
Apa itu?
Arsenal played. I think
Apa itu udah mau habis acaranya, Bang? Belum. Ini baru satu round. Round pertama dimenangkan oleh 100 Thieves ya. Ini best of 5, jadi bakal ada 3 sampai 5 pertandingan, guys. Tergantung siapa yang menang ya, siapa yang menang, siapa yang kalah nih. Pokoknya dicari yang menang 3 kali ya. Welcome, Bang Kenalan lagi.
Not really well rounded yet.
Which is kind of crazy considering they have so much experience on the stage.
Kamu pilih apa? Aku pilih 100T.
Global International. So
berarti powernya jam 9 besok kah, Bang? Kemungkinan iya. Gak akan main power lagi hari ini. Kemungkinan besok power.
I mean, when 100 Thieves pulled this out against Nongshim, it was a really big wild card for them. I think Nongshim actually picked it. They weren't sure what they were going into, and 100 Thieves, they proved that they own that map.
Yeah, they've been doing
Bang,
that.
karena main lagi nungguin power ya. Nanti kita main lagi ya. Aman. Kita diusahakan di ini, guys. Di speedrunin powernya. Nggak speedrun banget sih ya, tetap menikmati gamenya. Cuman kalau bisa ya nggak banyak lama-lama, nggak banyak desain ini itulah. Fungsional aja segala halnya supaya kita nggak ketinggalan sama streamer lain juga, guys. Ya udah, aku pilih kamu, APP. Ada aja nih orang. Bisa aja kamu citra.
Yeah, to be quite like honest, we play NRG a lot.
Sponsornya Lexus ya.
I think beating them
Lexus apa Lexus itu guys? Lexus deng. Nggak pakai S aja. Iya, aku kira hari ini kayaknya aku salah paham. Jam 9 bisa berarti jam 9 malam atau 9 pagi. Maksudnya jam 9 stream lagi itu ini stream EWC watch party. Kamu nggak main Valorant emangnya Bang Kanamian lagi? Ya udah kalau nggak mau pilih kalau nggak mau aku pilih Hiseng ya udah boleh. Aku mah ikhlas. Aku pilih.
There's a $2 million prize pool, a huge paycheck that comes with it. But what would it mean to you to win here in front of all these fans in Paris?
Gak main game compact gini bang? Oh gak main, oke, gak apa-apa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it my all.
I know a lot of these folks are cheering for you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Aku biasanya mainnya juga Valorant sebenarnya udah jarang guys. Udah jarang banget main Valo ya. Sekarang kalau game FPS lebih sering Apex sebenarnya. Jangan emot merah dong. Sabar dong, jangan emot merah dong.
At the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet, we still got Dota 2 going on. This is the culmination of the first week of the group stages. We've got some
kita
teams
bisa diundang ke tempatnya langsung guys. Bukan hanya co-streamer.
Looking at the club championship, for me, the biggest talking point right now, Chris, will be Falcons, because yesterday for Fatal Fury, they only got 50 points.
I know, and that was with I think they had 5 different players in it as well. So that was honestly not great, to be quite frank, considering the favorites that were kind of coming into that. A couple of their players expected to go very far, and they just absolutely didn't. So Falcons typically have not had a great start.
And which is actually surprising, considering the past and how they performed in EWC when it comes to they won the club championship in 24, they won it in 25. I'm assuming they would like to win it in 26. You know, just a little inkling. But I want to talk about their performance as well here on Dota, because did they make it out of the group stage? First things first?
Yeah, okay. I mean, look, they finished in their very top spot in Group A. It looked absolutely fantastic all the way through. Had a relatively tough grouping, but they managed to get...
Biasanya lebih lama aku main Palworld yang banyak tombolnya aja butuh 3 hari baca how to play-nya. Tapi jujur ya, sebenarnya Palworld sama Valo tuh lebih ribet Palworld nggak sih? Valo tuh tinggal belajar nembak, tahu skill-skillnya, cara strategi mainnya, udah. Palworld tuh kan banyak ini itunya, terus harus bikin ini itunya. Kalau complicated sebenarnya lebih complicated Palworld. Cuman ya semua orang kan seleranya beda-beda ya. Dan itu nggak apa-apa juga sih. Izin pamit keliling lagi bang, siap bang karena main lagi. Jangan lupa di like dulu. Kalau kamu mau nonton Valorant itu Mas Mada kayaknya masih main deh, Mada Rahadian. Nonton aja di Mas Mada atau enggak di B2F. Mas Dan Kata juga lagi main itu kayaknya.
That would be horrible. I mean, they're at 750 points, if I remember this correctly, which is a good position to be in. But last year as well, they were quite a contender in a lot of different titles. So to see them struggling on this first week to get a couple more, we got 6 more weeks to go. We'll see how that's going to be playing out. But that's it from us over here at the Dota stage. We're going to be heading back to you guys.
We were there for every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here now, the proud founding partner of EWC.
Gila 3 vote di NRG teman-teman ya. 3 vote di NRG, apakah benar-benar NRG akan menang?
Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.
I remember watching Pokimane and trying to get a drop, and I was like super excited to get it, and I was just grinding the game with my brother. I started like really playing the game when I was like 14, then by like 15 I realized that there is some potential here that could be done in this game. I started winning some tournaments, like local lands, and at some point I was like, maybe I could like go far.
I think he brings a lot to the team, his communication, his flexibility on the duelist role.
He's funny, making jokes, and at the same time he's like very serious and hardworking. So Sayonara was someone that was really well known to
Jangan.
basically everybody in the scene. He was
Suaranya suara ini
Tier
banget,
2
suara
was
ini banget ya.
fantastic statistically.
Suara
When I
keren
started
banget.
playing, it was quite exciting. I was happy that I could be making a career out of the game.
There is no one that is able to bring all of those player skill sets along with the flexibility in his agent pool and still be able to deliver at the same level he does when he's at his best.
I said my family I'm gonna be pro player.
Larok,
They said
orang Filipina kali.
go school, but I said just trust me.
Ini kayak masih kecil anjir.
And when I signed the contract, I proved myself too much.
He gives us energy, he gives us his aim, he gives us his brain. Like everyone thinks he can only shoot, but he can do everything. Like he can play every character, he can play every role. Like
tim mana nih?
Joker in our team.
It feels like people believe in me for a reason because they know I'm good. So I take it as a compliment each time and try to prove to everyone that I am that guy and I can play as good as I can.
He's kind of like playing a lot, learning a lot, and kind of like trying to share it too.
He's not a player who wants absolutely to be micromanaged for coaches to be involved in everything. He's very confident in what he has, in the things that he's done previously, and we just need to make sure that we're there and available to do everything we possibly can for him.
You're looking at all these rookies that are coming to Tier 1 and they just look like the best players on the planet. The young generation can take a bit more strategic approach to the game while still having fun.
Oh bener itu sponsornya Lexus guys. Yeah. Tuh Lexus sponsornya. The next generation of Valorant stars. Anjir.
I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, it's
You got to hear from the young studs, the next generation of Valorant stars.
Udah siap-siap lagi nih.
Continues to lead the line here.
Udah siap-siap main lagi.
100 Thieves are up 1-0 over the reigning world champions NRG in the chase to write their name in EWC history.
Yeah, and we're about to jump into
Kelihatannya NRG lebih percaya diri guys. Apakah skornya akan satu sama?
Speaking about the surprises that 100 Thieves offered us, but the last time the NRG played this map, it granted them the world champion title. It was against Fnatic, of course, a year ago, but let me tell you, for the rest of the
Pas
year,
time out nanti aku izin KR dulu guys ya.
when we're speaking about momentum, that last map, that exactly what it was.
Yeah, 100%. We have not seen their sunset since that moment. And it's kind of a surprise here, seeing how they're going to play into it. Granted, yes, this is 100 Thieves pick. Why not pick it when you've just absolutely slammed yesterday and turned that pocket pick into yours, making sure it turns into your map? Really well done by 100 Thieves, but I think it's a little bit of a worry when all your video is online.
Individually winning.
Yalah, ada yang nge-vote 100 Thieves. Welcome teman-teman. Siapa yang absen, siapa yang tadi pilih 100 Thieves guys?
Like, of course, we've had a little bit of a break. There's some chats that I had. I like to see Mitch smiling and whatnot, but we're seeing what we're seeing, right?
Yeah, it's a little rough, especially when you're thinking of a player like Kiko who didn't have a good performance that last game. How he's gonna mentally.
Ini turnamen Ayo Dance bang, bukan dong, Rujak salah dong. Ini Valorant ya, ini Valorant. Valorant gratis loh, Val. Masa iya nggak mau nyoba main? Apex juga gratis.
We suspected and we were right. This approach of putting Ethan again on that Neon is going to be repeated. Mada on that Phoenix. I still have PTSD from yesterday. I need Mada to warm up very quickly to this.
Yeah, 100 Thieves keeping that same comp, but NRG definitely pulling our sights towards that comp. Kiko on Chamber though, he's been playing really well. He played it a lot in the group stage.
Aku anti game FPP. Kenapa anti game FPP? Ini FPS bukan FPP, Rujak. Ready kah teman-teman? Lesgo map kedua di Sunset.
Really the fragging power that they need.
Yeah, I mean, Sunset is going to be unexplored for the side of Thieves. Not a lot that they can prepare. Yes, they can anticipate that this is the archetype that NRG is
Kita lihat hero-heronya. Ada Phoenix, ada Omen, Cyper, Neon. Siapa ini? Sofa. Terus mereka bedanya sentinelnya yang satu Cyper, yang satu Chamber. Inisiatornya pakai Sofa sama Fade. Ya, itu aja yang bedanya, guys. Duelisnya sama, dia pakai Neon sama Phoenix nih. Rata-rata tuh setiap map tuh hero-heronya mirip-mirip, guys. Soalnya di setiap map tuh si hero-hero itu tuh lebih enak untuk dipakai gitu. Jadi rata-rata orang sama pakai hero-heronya, guys. Gua nggak tahu nih kenapa dia nggak pilih Cyper di Sunset ya. Biasanya di Sunset Cyper sih. Kalau Chamber kurang bisa mencakup, cuman enak main snipernya kalau Chamber ya.
To see whether or not this is going to be a 2-0 start, or if they can make this a 1-1, extend this series and guarantee at least 4 maps of action. Left wanting after that breeze, NRG just not able to find their footing at any twist or turn. They need to do so from the outset here. He go back over onto the chamber. We've seen what he can do with this. Absolutely deadly.
Nggak jadi, Neonnya nggak jadi lari. Oke, nice. Asurannya dapat orb. What? Chambernya berhasil masuk nih. Tahan kah? Ah, bisa ketahan nih Chambernya nih.
Shot and attempt from Kiko does take a little bit of damage himself.
Almost.
Not going to be able to find value early. Going to clear the door here. Asuna, ooh, he went for it, but at least still has the hot hands to heal.
Si Timotino ngeflank mulu ya. Dapat lagi. Nice banget one hitnya.
There's a lot more around that corner ready to come his way. Just gives up that space for now, backpedaling.
Tuh, baru satu, guys. Baru satu loh itu. Ayo, anjing, ada ngeri sih. What? Tiba si Vora nge-kill. Oke, 3 lawan 1.
A 1v3 with no time to do anything at all. Swap to the frenzy.
What? Nice. Kenapa mainnya kalah anjir? Kalah aim kah?
Has been unreal today. The two young players, maybe the ones you had some questions about their first big international grand finals. How are they going to perform? It's been aces.
Timotino game pertama dia ini, guys. Di grand final.
So steady. You know, this is a map that 100 Thieves looked really sharp on against Nongshim the first time they debuted it. A great defender side, they went 6-1 to close out the map. Decent relay ball. Shot from Timotino.
Kiko's dad gonna be looking for more. It's just a meat grinder.
Dapat 2 asunanya.
Skewered and set over the flames.
Enak banget ya.
I got spike.
And Ethan now just at 7 health. Trying to see if he can find any damage whatsoever.
You would think this would be pretty tough. Cryo should have a pretty good approach potentially. Ethan just got a spot on him there. So now you just
dia mau nge-save sih ini. Susah tapi darahnya beneran setetes aja 7 doang.
And there it is. 2-0 to start. Spectres to be carried over. 100 Thieves once again off.
Kalau darahnya nggak segitu ada kemungkinan sih, tapi kalau udah darah segitu mah guys.
Some big questions about this Sunset obviously for NRG. You know, what was the comp going to look like? We haven't seen this map since the grand finals of Paris last year. They bested Fnatic on it. And it's kind of a Haven-ish approach for them. similar comp to what they run there, and so far hasn't looked super comfy, but you know, again, this is going to be 100 Thieves side of the map, you would suspect. This defender side, pretty powerful. Latino not going to stick around, and Scuba actually going to claim bang.
Way to start it off. The Omen down, but a tag there on a Scuba as well, and the headshot to Ethan. Neon on neon violence once
Ntar aku pipis dulu aja guys ya. Pengen pipis anjir. Ntar ya.
Looking to assert dominance.
That's a tough ask for anybody to go up against Timotino. He's been so reliable. Even when he's not fragging out, he's doing good things for the team. Go. Tough angle to clear here. Seas goes long. Cryo's just going to try to hold. Oh my god.
Shock Dart finds the finisher. He just had the 10 health. Mana will be able to peel back 1 kill as Cryo gets taken down. Asuna trying to go in on a timing. Timotino just trying to fish for a wallbang shot. He's down at 50. Here at Alley, going to be attacked. The scope in the second to connect. Vora able to deny Mana that ultimate. They cannot win that round, but critically, they do a lot of damage and they get the run it back away from NRG. It's still overall a very good bonus for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, you're feeling really good about that one as 100 Thieves. Hitting some nice shots, big smiles across the board. Mata able to clear out Cryo. He's under pressure there from Kiko. Mata having a pretty nice round. Brock, that sturdy pair of hands. Oh.
The next sale.
Thought maybe he was gonna have something, but
Where are you?
now you've got to run it back your own as Asuna. Timotino already into that op. Quick pivot over here from Asuna. Wants to be in a place to deny and execute if it comes through. More orbs funneled into their own Phoenix.
Ball into the corner, Prowler to check right side. Nothing gonna be spotted yet. Cam now toggled. And there's a big ping reveal. Just trying to clear the angles to be able to get the shots through. Also gonna be snapped back, but not before he takes out Ethan. Scuba again, dead to a shock dart. Second round in a row for that to happen. Don't see that every day. 100 Thieves, once again, holding back NRG. As this time, it's a flawless to maintain the lead.
And even though there's some good awareness of where that run it back is gonna be coming from, by NRG, in fact, they hit Asuna with a paranoia, almost connect a seize onto him too, on the backside to try to slow it down. Doesn't really matter too much because he still had a little bit left on the clock to push that corner. Timotino just gonna be holding that angle, and eventually able to settle the spray there is Asuna. And NRG fans starting to get worried. They came back after getting blown out
Find you.
by BBL on the first map the other day.
Udah berapa? Oh anjir, 3-1 guys.
Cryo, quick little drag across the spot now, knowing Ethan scaled forward. Kiko's gonna be taken down off screen. Slide in the
Wush.
but really just
Nice banget. Gelo, Sharou.
into Cryo's arms. 4K for the Cypher, shutting down and
4K loh, hampir es.
And if you're NRG, I think that timeout is not far away.
And that's brutal. Yeah, it's brutal to have to use it. But it's ice cold from Cryo.
Semuanya datang ke dia, lihat tuh. Udah kayak dikasih makan dia.
There to take it down. Gonna have that neural theft coming into the next round too. 100 Thieves fans delighted with what they've seen so far. That breeze really set the tempo. The one thing I was kind of worried about here, 400 Thieves, was going to be that kind of experience difference in terms of dealing with the emotions, dealing with the adrenaline. A lot of times, younger players, when they come out swinging in a huge match like this, will give so much to that.
Tembak dulu. Harusnya.
Realize that adrenaline crash
Tembak.
out that's going to come.
Ya, pas aku ke WC tadi, guys.
As this drag on. But as NRG is well aware, they've been through the ringer, they've won championships. Ethan's done it twice. So they know what that kind of marathon is all about. But it's going to take some heavy lifting from the coaching staff and the players to start turning this around. So far, though, 100 Thieves, I'm impressed. It seems like they're pretty calm, cool, and collected coming into the second map. You know, NBS, another coach who's been there, done that, won a world championship, knows how to keep his players mentally focused and sharp.
Alley taken, just trying to wait out this prowler. Happy to be goes for a time shot. Nothing to be found there. As blinds are going to be exchanged on either side. Overdrive now going to be topped as well by Ethan.
Gila. Masih ada OP-nya. Oh, anjing. Kena guys. Oh, udah habis ultinya, sayang banget.
Crashing across this A side, but Asuna on the spray, able to find Mata before he can even make it past the wall. Brock as well going to be tagged down. Asuna is just tearing them apart. He hasn't even seen anyone.
Apakah ini akan menjadi game cepat? 4-1 lihat. 5-1 lagi nih.
He's holding an off angle there.
Wait. Oh! What the hell? Cepet banget itu tangannya, guys. Ditembusin langsung pakai OP ya. Gila. 5 lawan 3, guys. 100 Thief masih memimpin ya. Menang sih kayaknya 100 Thief. 3-0 kah ini?
Being aware that they had spent so long over on that A side, they need to be careful about a lurk, so they're gonna bypass.
Udah pasti ke A, bro.
Much. Now, I'm curious
ke B.
his reaction to this.
Kenapa masih ditunggu? Langsung lari nggak sih, Neon?
Is that he goes sprinting over to try to throw in a neural theft.
Emang bener-bener disiplin banget, rapih banget ya dia.
I think it's just a save.
Dia nggak akan ke B tuh, masih nungguin di A ya.
None the wiser that this site that they're creeping around,
10 seconds
lingering outside of.
Lah, mereka mau save. Aneh banget anjir. Aneh banget anjir.
As the crowd maybe trying to give Cryo some hints here.
Malah nge-save anjir.
He's not going to go too aggressively forward.
Padahal plan dulu nggak sih? Apa terlalu beresiko ya buat mereka?
Maintaining, stretching this lead.
Yeah, it's great work by them. Util dump right at that front door, start spamming it down. Just don't let him in. Great paranoia from Bang. You have a Phoenix as well to counter those Phoenix curveballs from Mata. So it's just about making sure that the timing on all that is good, and it was. Once again, 100 Thieves.
Waduh, di small.
Oh,
Aduh, tipis. Oke.
Just above them.
Oh, dibukain loh. Nggak ditutup.
Get the hell out of there. He's all set up. Paranoia, though. Forcing Mata back.
I don't think Bang made any noise when he went for that peek.
Kurang pinggir tadi omennya. Kurang cepet dikit aja. Kayak pada ke A-nya. Di A ada Phoenix. Masih jaga. Harusnya dapet. Phoenix ngasih tahu nih.
Timatino coming out on top. Kiko eliminated Molly up towards street. Timatino trying to overstay on that angle for a little bit longer, find that kill. So it's just going to be this 1-for-1 exchange between Fora and Ethan. Numbers advantage still there, 400 Thieves. So now checking over towards street, trying to see if maybe they have a way to slot themselves over towards A, but there's the pitch coming in. Re-wraps out of Boba.
One enemy remaining.
Oke, 6-1. Amankan. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. Iya bang, sabar bang. Mirip aja nggak?
And it's just similar scenes to Breeze. Well, we might be seeing that second timeout call sent in desperation.
Enak banget tinggal nunggu gitu ya. Musuhnya nyamperin Corsair aja.
No, I think you're right, and I love the protocols here. Timatino so quick to get back over to A Link to help out on that A site. Asuna able to tuck in safely, even though Vora goes down. 100 Thieves are able to start really shutting the door down, but there goes Ethan.
Needs a hell of a lot of nice. It's not ready for Cryo to be playing on that very same corner. Hunter's Fury now called in from Vora, trying to see if he can get any tags. Nothing found quite just yet. Bottom around the corner. Bang has him dead. Timatino does get taken down. Head 100 shot from Kiko. Finding its target. Now the force going to be invested.
Udah kayak main ranker kan.
TP in behind, and he's also in front of that trademark, but decides not to commit to it. Quick cancel, Paranoia at the ready, but the clearing and the gun barrel spot at the foot as well. And there's the kill. Scuba able to strike him down. Bang now out of the equation. Jump up and over the top for find this kill on a Brock. Will not be able to do so.
Planted lagi.
layered in, looking for some added
Bisa kah ini?
Soften up the players.
2 lawan 3.
Push coming in now.
Nice.
Finding them both.
Udah bang, gak usah ngekat lagi.
Finds the first.
Lah masih ada orang.
A phantom there at his feet.
Oh, 1 lawan 1 nih.
Push the corner though, and Cryo.
Nice. Nice banget diamankan, OP-nya diambil lagi.
Another 4K. Another defuse, another round for 100 Thieves.
Gokil, bang.
I mean, Cryo just finds the perfect time to step out of that cyber cage and freeze them out of the round. Absolutely brutal stuff. Getting that opening kill onto Ethan and all the way over to the other side. Read that nicely.
Nice! Let's go, Matt!
They are
Let's go, man.
disgusting today.
Let's go,
They are
man.
so well prepared. And then you get some individual moments of brilliance. Cryo's 10-1.
God, it's just disgusting.
1, apakah ini 10-1?
Doesn't clear this.
Oh, gila masih sempet loh. Masih muda, mekanik anak muda ya guys ya. Semuanya di smoke itu di spray. Santai biar ngeplan dulu aja, biarin. Pegang gue YouTube boleh. Oh, nice try. Sabar.
Now a 2v3 with Brock suffering quite a bit
Orang
of
nih.
damage.
Nice,
Bora. Does he read this? The answer seems to be yes.
Kena tuh.
Shock dart right there at his feet. Now going to be confirming that with the drone. Kiko's got nowhere to go.
One enemy remaining.
Door.
Nice. Corner. The gun is drawn out.
Gila anjir. Fix 3-0 ini mah guys. Cepet ini kayaknya 3-0 ini. Gila. Gak nyangka sob. Gak nyangka tiba-tiba beli shorty aja.
But it's every time 100 Thieves need someone to come up with a hero clutch. There is a player ready, and they are going to hit another home run. Brilliantly played there by Asuna. Just kept swinging until the gun was ready. Beautiful play. And the fans can't believe it. I can't believe it. That was my reaction too. Here we go again.
The awful clear the prowler.
Sengaja.
Into this tucked position. They're trying to spam him out, but now
dapat dua. Gila. Buat strat ya guys ya.
Sabatino looking for that stray shot to connect. Cannot find it. And NRG.
Bisa berapa assist 3 orang guys?
I mean, they're just looking like they've given everything that they had just to make it into this grand final. Now the tank is run dry.
Wah, langsung momennya saat tuh dia tahu anjir.
Bang, already on the arrival.
Gila dihadapin lagi. Waduh, depan belakang bro.
Here's his approach. You can rely on Asuna to try to slow things down. The run it back now, going to be committed. Kiko able to find the bang.
Gak dilihatin tuh.
Backside, jump peek, scuba.
Oke.
A nasty shot to be found.
Lihatin.
I have the spike. Chance.
Sabar.
To reconcile with the previous round.
Ih, hampir.
Back for NRG.
Sabar. Wah.
Wah,
omen dengerin.
Looks like he's gonna reroute.
Scuba diving.
Side. Bora checking this with the recon, taps the defuse. Trying to assess which direction he's going to be coming from before the moment. He is gambling incorrectly, but now starts to suss it out. Smoke to be dropped, the defuse being held to half, and Scuba.
Oh, dia pasang smoke dulu guys.
Massive clutch and a 4K for the Omen of NRG. But it's all justifying a second round win.
Well, finally, something goes NRG's way. Huge plays by Scuba. This one looked like it was going to be done, but that shot over the generator, ridiculous. And the final there, using the drop of the smoke as a one-way to make sure that he could deal with Vora. I thought for a moment maybe Asuna had seen him over in elbow, but must not have. Swung out into that.
Masih bisa 9-3.
Open hands for Kiko. Good flash. response as well. Oh,
so look at that. He's just been able to walk all the way down through tiles. It's a non-aggressive trademark. NRG just want to go for an exploration to A, then rotate to B, have that trademark to try to deny a flank, but they just leave mid completely. They leave mid completely open for the taking. They seize that, but Mata is still able to find one. Mata will fall, Paranoia out. Scuba should have been seen there, but Brock, check out the market, bang, eliminated. Shock dart forward, but Scuba again looking for these kills, and Vora none the wiser.
Oke, sisa Asuna guys, 3 lawan 1. Apakah Asuna akan clutch? This is it.
The early death.
Oke, atas dulu boleh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice try. Nice try, posisi sudah susah guys.
A third round for NRG.
Bang, Jinx Pro yang mana? Jinx Pro PB bro. Jinx Pro mah PB Ilham. Salah ini mah Valor bukan PB. PB lagi. PB. Guys tunduk guys.
Step up again from Scuba, starting to take matters into his own hands. A 3K.
Fasenya slow banget ya. Terakhir kemarin kita nonton kayak gini main Apex, nonton Apex, fasenya cepat. Sekarang kita main nonton Valorant, fasenya lebih lambat dari Apex. Jadi agak ngantuk nih. Atau emang kurang tidur aja ya?
Already shot, can just be quickly broken. Swap of that gun gonna be heard.
Nunggu di sana.
Kiko will just drop back.
Got all this Cypher util here on the A site this
Harus
time.
diperangin ini mah Ham.
Gotta slow them down.
Dan gak ngantuk.
Asuna, I thought maybe he was going to commit to that. Brock's actually rerouting to go check. Make sure that there's no aggressive flanks from 100 Thieves. And again, that trademark gives you a little bit of safety. Try to go for this B hit, but this time 100 Thieves are going to triple up on it because of the safety of the Cypher util of their own on the other side.
An aggressive line for Asuna.
Gelo Asuna. Perang lawan Pingulet kah? Iya, ini perang lawan Pingulet. Wits, Ubanya masuk guys. 2 lawan 3. What the hell? What the hell?
Absolutely destroys him.
Apa itu guys?
Where Kiko is. Bang watching and
Keren
Kiko
banget.
has no
GG. GG.
What a monstrous 4K for
Gila banget, ngeri banget.
to close out this half.
Ngeri banget lagi. Lihat nggak tadi guys?
Oh my god. What is going on today with this 100 Thieves team? They are just
Mana replay atau replay? Alah, di pause segala. Udah mau lihat replay dulu bang. Nah ini nih. This is it. What's? 1, 2, 3.
Just disgusting.
Dia TP terus dia cancel. Anjay. Gila, ngeri. Ngeri bro.
To find the pistol to try to rally back into this one.
Gila si abang ini sampai sedih lihat tuh.
They're just doing whatever they want on this map of Sunset, but for now, let's send things over to Lou with some very familiar
faces. Udah miring-miring ya guys ya.
Thank you indeed for familiar faces from Ascension, very big faces on EMEA. Job Life head coach and assistant coach Skaz and Larson have joined me, les coachs de Job Life m'ont rejoint pour une petite interview. Et la première question que j'avais envie de vous poser, c'est parce que vous allez jouer en EMEA au prochain split.
Oke nggak sih bang, itu kayak Xiaomai. Wah, nggak hoki sih, itu mah Xiaomai hoki dong.
Déjà c'est un événement incontournable en France. Et surtout on vient aussi chercher
Coba Ilham artikan itu artinya apa?
Des strats,
pourquoi pas. Et on vient aussi regarder 100 Etchev
parce
que c'est une équipe qui nous inspire beaucoup et on espère pouvoir essayer d'en choper quelques indices, quoi.
Bien sûr. So first question, why are you guys here for real? We're getting prepped for next split. Obviously, we're trying, to get also a little bit of inspiration because we like 100 Thieves style quite a lot. Et maintenant, je me tourne vers toi, mon cher Larson, avoir un événement comme ça en France quand on coach pour une équipe aussi connue avec autant de fans.
Artinya jangan lupa subscribe Koreaman, betul.
Ça donne envie peut-être d'être là l'année prochaine?
Bah forcément, ouais, forcément.
Betul, jangan lupa di subscribe Koreaman, guys.
Accompagné de Skaz, je l'espère toujours.
Bang Koreaman suka donate JWL di sini, guys.
C'est de mettre notre petit nom dans le totem là-bas. Et ça serait l'objectif, quoi, parce que c'est bien pour la France d'avoir des événements comme ça. Et il faut continuer,
On continue d'avoir des événements comme ça. We would love to put the Job Life name on the totem hall next year. So let's see if the Job Life boys can make it next year to EWC. And after this very elevated analysis, let's get back to that sunset.
Let's get back. Let's go.
Let's get back into it. 9-3. 100 Thieves have presented NRG with a gargantuan task. We had so many question marks around this 100 Thieves squad coming into this because of that lack of best of 5 experience. NRG has had
info A1 katanya habis bang JWL-nya. JWL. Oh, JWL-nya Bang Koreaman lah. Ada lagi nanti itu gratis nggak sih? Dikontrak ini teh enggak dikontrak, cuman daftar aja Pol. Jadi kita dapat hak siarnya. Kayak dapat hak siar World Cup bola, nah sama kayak gitu. Jadi aku tuh TVRI-nya tapi aku nggak bayar, daftar aja. Mau watch party boleh, mau enggak juga bebas itu mah. Tapi aku dapat hak siarnya gitu. Terus karena ini pertama kali juga, pengalaman juga meskipun ini bukan tim yang jagoan aku ya, jadi tetap ini aja lah. Di website ya, iya benar di websitenya EWC 2026. Oh ini udah 3 lawan 4 lagi guys. Wait, paranoia.
To try to swing forward.
Dua orang, nice.
Right to NRG's doorstep. Bang and Brock to brawl it out.
1 lawan 1, Brock sama Bang.
Footsteps made. The swing is in. Brock will be able to find him. As a pistol goes the way of NRG.
Lagi lari. Yaudah ayo main Valo lah. Orang lagi ini ya, orang lagi watch party. Nanti ayolah, nanti main Valo ayo.
And then they're able to rely on the steady
Jangan
discipline
sekarang,
of
Po.
Brock to hold the line, to buy a little bit extra time over there, not give himself up for free.
Tuh gitu caranya nembak Pol. Kita belajar juga nih dari nonton juga kita belajar ya. Jangan lupa di like dulu Pol. Next day, waduh udah kayak JNE tuh next day. Udah kayak JNE, reguler lah reguler.
Early. This time there's no massive layer behind this, but there is a judge in his own hands.
Wait, nah, ngeri juga nih NRG udah mulai melawan nih 94 guys.
Like what happened on Breeze, not going to occur again. The full classic thrifty.
Jadi prediksi gue tetap 100 Thieves sih yang menang guys. Daripada NRG ya. Aku pegang NRG, oke, boleh. Voting dulu, kasih voting dulu, Paul. Aku pegang 100 Thieves nih.
The exact start they need for this half. And if they can convert a bonus off the back of this.
Namanya bagus soalnya. Si Sportnya tuh bilangnya energy gitu. Jadi energy guys, energy. Jadi energy.
Nongshim was that the attacker side was a little bit weaker, was a little bit more struggle for them. It started off really weak. It was a 5-3 for Nongshim's favor early on, and then they found their footing, ran 4 in a row at the end to make it 7-5. So I guess your hope here as 100 Thieves is that
agresif juga nih energy nih. Di 100 Thieves dia mainnya santai guys, disiplin gitu loh tuh. Oke. Kita planting. Bomnya masih di belakang. Udah pada masuk. Wah, ketahuan. Sabar. Double pick. Oh, plannya di situ, guys.
Bang is just gonna be ready and waiting.
Namanya bagus soalnya si mantan pacar kayak dia main enggak, itu dia sentinel. Dia sentinel itu. Tapi udah enggak di prosin juga. Udah pensiun dari prosin, enggak tahu ya kalau nanti masuk lagi. Masih jago sih dia main. Nice. Sabar, itu dari suaranya dari sebelah kiri, Bang. Bingung lihat 1 lawan 4 gimana, guys?
Some kills would be nice, try to get towards that tour de force. Instead, it will be Cryo. Spotting about it, Boba. Bonus not to be converted, and double digits now.
Dia sekarang bukan prosin, tapi dia kayak konten kreatornya T1. Sekarang sama C Adel dan Kevin ya, tahu aku. Reaksi kalau kalah teman-teman. Mana sekarang udah rank apa, Paul? Valorantnya?
Historically, and they lost. It was like 3 or 4 in a row in the lead up to that Champs Grand Finals last year. So definitely, I think a great pick here. 400 Thieves, the first one they get a shot at. They were chomping at the bit. Mata is going to have to run it back. Asuna still a couple away. Same with Timotino.
Di-scan dulu, santai. Kita baru bisa masuk.
Back committed. Widely is contained. Asuna will get taken down though and push forward. Mana eventually able to find that spacing. Comes away with 1. Cryo's found 2.
Gak tau silver atau perunggu pas kebuka rank belum main lagi. Masih tanda tanya ya. Harus main 5 game itu biasanya.
Not much more to be done.
It's a gamble here from Vora, thinking that NRG wouldn't expect them to run basically the same round twice in a row, right? And that sometimes does work, but NRG, to their credit, very ready for it. Kiko in particular, an absolute nuisance there on backside. Got to have some better util to clear him out. Oh, that one right there.
Wah, nyusul lagi kayak ini.
As usual, Kiko has had some of the most unreal spray transfers we've seen at EWC.
Gak ada, bro. Sabar, bro.
So, 4 rifles, 1 share for Vora.
Which? Nice. Timotino pemain muda teman-teman ya.
Timotino able to find Mana. Think behind the box into the spray down. Now over to A, where for the moment it is just Scuba here. It's been huge in the few rounds that NRG have been able to collect.
Kabur.
Initial contact has to peel back.
Dominnya udah dapat info. Oke, masuk lagi Timotino. This is it. Langsung Timotino, lihat guys, Timotino yang ngeri. Tuh. Sharou. Betulan 1. 33 guys.
Down to 33, he's got a phantom. He's going to have to be so fast on the burst, but he does have the opportunity to play this on time. 25 seconds remaining in the round.
Oh, nice.
And will be able to win it.
Nice. 11 yuk. Dua lagi.
100 Thieves march onward looking for that.
Tenang banget guys dia. Etan gacor sih sebenarnya ya. Cuman si 100 Thieves tuh lebih kompak kok. Kelihatan disiplin banget gak sih? Dia tuh gak gerasa kerusuk aja meskipun udah tahu harus masuk ke situ, tapi gak rusuh pengen ngekill gitu loh, gak mukil orang-orangnya untuk di game ini ya. Aduh, sabar belum. Ini kan best of 5 ya, jadi harus menang 3. Si 100 Thieves baru menang 1 nih. Ada kemungkinan juga sih NRG menang sebenarnya. Ethan masih bisa lolos aja depan-depanan gitu. Kena kan?
Piles again, a position widely being ignored by NRG, whether it's on this defense or the attack. While it does end up being a 4v4.
Oh, ini sebenarnya dukungnya PRX po. Dan PRX lagi nggak masuk, sayang banget aja. Sumpah kalau ada PRX, banyak orang yang nonton pasti.
So they thought about pinging to the other side, but I think the fact that Timotino hasn't seen a damn thing over there, they're just like, he's like, get over here, guys, please.
Yeah, before they suss it out. Pivots now going to be committed to.
Gonna have
Ya kalau reset terus menang terus big comeback dah. Bisa jadi sih, bisa jadi. Cuman masalahnya kalau mental 100 tipnya kuat, susah juga sih bro. Meskipun udah reset juga ya, meskipun dua-duanya mentalnya udah reset gitu. 100 kayaknya masih megang sih, kalau dia konsisten nih. Karena ada Indonya ya, iya ada si Jasonnya juga. Jason itu adiknya Kevin. Alvin Jason Susanto sama Kevin Susanto itu adik kakak guys. Mereka dua-duanya prosin dari orang Indonesia. Kalau si Kevin sekarang udah enggak prosin tapi lagi istirahat prosin. Dia jadi konten kreator T1 juga tuh sama bareng sama mantannya Kaide di T1.
Latino able to find the enemy chamber, the defuse being stuck, but now he's got full off of this one. Trying to hold the line.
Gila. Nice banget, nice banget. Match point, match point.
Come out on top. This map has his name written all over it.
Yo. One more.
Now move their way up to map point.
It's pretty incredible what they're able to accomplish. It looked like for a moment here NRG was going to be able to scale in and get the defuse. And then Timatino swings the corner, gets Scuba, Cryo right there for the trade.
Meskipun udah tahu berdua lawan satu ya, dia nggak rusuh kok. Kelihatan kan?
2 more kills in that round for him.
Bagus deh. Lihat dipantek sama 3 orang lihat. Sambut lagi hitam ya anjir.
Holding on to this judge.
Kontak 3 orang langsung.
This time around, NRG paying a lot of attention to mid tiles. Get a decent amount of
info dulu. Cek
so that space now
util.
going to be given up.
Well, they're going to have to do a lot of reclearing. They heard that judge. It was used by Ethan, so they're going to be pretty aware of it. The real question is this is so good. They checked Scuba's position, forced him to ult away. That's a pretty nice little win.
Mainnya tapi ke belakang guys.
Kiko tucked in mid. Can't hit the shots, has to TP out.
Fast rendezvous to safety. Market door now. To be broken down. 2 players here to try and stop the flood. The slide in though.
Nice.
It's going to be the
Mati.
from Asana to be able to find Kiko. Mata now going to be taking down Brock, eliminated. Scuba frantically chasing.
Nice.
It goes for the 10 spot.
4 lawan 1 guys. GG teman-teman GG. Round 2 dimenangkan oleh 100 Thieves teman-teman ya, sudah pasti ini. 4 lawan 1 nggak bisa guys. Nggak bisa ini. Bom radek pasang juga.
And a Molly on the market exit. Cryo with a recon
Mantap.
So Ethan cannot thrive. 100 Thieves are now up 2-0. One more map.
1 map lagi guys. Apakah bakal 3-0? Masa ya 3-0? Tapi nggak apa-apa sih, kalau 3-0 emang bagus juga deh.
He's been around for a while. Think back to some of those older teams he was on. This may have been one of his best ever. Absolutely rinsed NRG on Sunset.
Just round over round of NRG getting absolutely bodied by 100 Thieves. Just clean reads the whole way throughout. The calling from 100 Thieves and the prep work has been immaculate to watch.
Yes.
So much credit to the coaching staff of the IGL. They're piloting this team absolutely perfectly. As we get ready to go into what could be the final map, we'll send things back over to Degon and the Desker standing by with a very special guest.
Thank you very much, Achilles.
Keren banget nih,
100 Thieves just on the cusp of making history as the second ever winners here at EWC for Valorant. And we are joined by a special guest, myself, Big Time, and Kukuka, joined by Mr. Leo Faria, the head of Valorant. How's it going,
Skill
brother?
7-12. Ini
It has
MVP-nya ya.
been quite some time since Wild Rift. It's always great to see you look younger every time.
Likewise, sir.
Leo, it has been so great
Ini
to
kayak
see
Prastago,
the
guys, si
changes
abang
towards
ini.
a more open ecosystem to
Kayak Prastago, Jir.
2027. Kind of just wanted to get your thoughts on that, on what it's like to invite more and more players and teams to the competitive pool.
Man, we're very excited. Look, Val has been now, come on, 6
Wow.
years in the market, and we have seen how far it has come. We're very proud of
Iya,
what we built.
ternyata Valorant udah 6
But
tahun
there's
ya.
very
Gak kerasa,
clearly
guys.
room for, you know, keeping things
Marketnya
fresh and
ada
keeping
terus.
things exciting. And
Kuat terus
the way
marketnya,
to do
anjir.
that is just to bring
Karena
more blood
komunitasnya
into
juga
the sport.
kuat.
You know, we want to kind of, we've been talking about this idea of reigniting the dream, giving young players, aspiring players and teams an opportunity, you know, to fight their way in and to prove that they're worth, to prove that they belong among the best. So really, it's all about just opening that door, and we're very excited.
I like it because I think that with Ascension is what we were trying to achieve and actually achieved, because so many teams that we see perform today come from those tournaments, come from those teams. What have you been making out of the event? Because I've seen you walking around. Were you here the day the mates played?
I was.
Because it was crazy.
It was insane. Yeah, look, we were in Paris not too long ago. The French crowd is special, and just being here again, you know, it's awesome. We know that fans want more of Valorant. We know
Itu
that
si
teams want
teteh-teteh
to
yang
play more.
pinggir anjir,
And,
dadah-dadah wae.
part of opening the ecosystem is not only giving opportunities for more players and teams, but also for more organizers, right, to do more stuff. We're very proud at Riot of doing a lot of events and producing events ourselves. But we also want to open up opportunities for others to, because at the end of the day, look, if players care about competition, we care about competition. Doesn't matter who is putting them together, and this is just a prime example of that working really well.
To add on to that, another tournament coming towards the end of the year that I'm immensely excited for is the Esports Nations Cup. What does that mean for you as Riot to be able to be involved with these tournaments where people can not only represent their teams but their whole countries, and then also who do you think is going to win on that? Just a little
And why is
preview.
it Turkey?
Yeah. Spicy question. Look, I think if we ask Valorant fans what they want, a national-based competition probably sits at the top of the list. I've been asked for, you know, for a Valorant World Cup for a long time, and we're very excited. It's a novel concept. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand. We know that players themselves are incredibly excited to be able to represent their country, and you know, when you watch someone doing something that they care about, it's like it's impossible
Kita
not to
tunggu
care about
game
it yourself.
ketiga ya guys ya. Apakah akan wipe langsung 3-0 teman-teman?
It's going to be great for Val, so just excited.
You can't touch the second part of the question though, Leo. Who'd you get your money on?
I'm going to show my bias, and I don't usually do that.
Yeah.
But I think my Brazil has good chances of winning.
There it is. There it is.
Sassy coming back from retirement, you know what I mean? I think he's going to be now. We'll see.
Yeah. Finally, you know, just the fact that EWC fits so well into that VCT schedule, it has allowed such young players and young teams like a BBL, like a roster overhaul, like Carmine Corp to show up. Like, how awesome is it to see another tournament that teams can qualify outside of VCT that maybe weren't doing so well at VCT?
Oh yeah, look, again, it's just an opportunity to play more, right? Like, we know how important it is for these teams to have just reps, opportunity to be on stage, playing in front of a crowd with a lot of stakes, a lot of things on the line. Like, nothing replaces experience. I think the VCT has been fairly criticized for not giving teams enough opportunity to play internationally. We have 3 global events a year, 4 if you include Game Changers, but teams want more. And, you know, I think it's great for teams, great for players, great for fans. So again, we hope to see more of this.
Fantastic, Leo. And finally, it's 2-0 100 Thieves. How you think this is going to shake up?
We were just talking about before off camera. I think it's going to be good for 100 Thieves to finally lift a
there
trophy.
it is.
Yeah.
They've been waiting. The fans have been waiting.
I took him to our corner.
Tapi biasanya ya kalau udah 2-0 kayak gini, tiba-tiba jadi 2-1 gratis. Karena jarang banget tiba-tiba 3-0 aja.
Leo Faria, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here at the EWC desk as we take a look at some of the highlights from Timotino, who's been on fire for 100 Thieves, especially on this Sunset map.
Yeah, look, at the start of this game, it was Timotino who really got the ball rolling there. I mean, I'm loving fun watching this guy play. When we talk about those MVP contenders, his name is for sure in there.
I think that I know that we're very impressed by what happened on map 1 and on this second map, and seriously how lost NRG is in some of these situations. How many clutches, how many rounds where they seem impossible to win for the side of 100 Thieves, and then Cryo goes in a crazy 4K 1v4. So many of these things do not make sense, but seriously, try and think about them from the NRG side. They have to be completely destroyed. But I agree with you. I think that all tournament-wise, to me, Timotino has proven that he has everything it takes to get that MVP.
It has been so fun to watch. Again, just every single player having a moment. Cryo with the 4K multiple times earlier. It is just, this is such a fun team to watch. And then you continue to forget that this is an NRG squad that has won the World Championship, that have been down, look out, and then always find a way to come back despite starting the first part of the half so terribly here big time.
So NRG are a team full of tenacity. They keep making these comebacks, but is it too far gone here? That's the question for me, because I feel like they're just not even getting momentum. Inside the server, it feels like these games aren't close. They're having to steal away rounds from 100 Thieves here, who I think are looking so much more composed right now.
A part of me doesn't want to jump into conclusions, because honestly, I do not know how the vibes there are right now. I'm not listening, I'm just seeing. But seriously, I feel like things are going wrong in the NRG side, and 100 Thieves is just riding that wave.
Absolutely. Well, we will ride that wave to a potentially decisive Haven on map number 3.
Oh, Haven guys. Di Haven. Seru sih Haven sih. Masa nggak bisa 3-0 guys? Bisa ini kemarin 3-0.
All right, everybody, it's Puggy here with Scuba from NRG. They're about to take the stage for the grand finals. And Scuba, you've been in Paris before. Last time you did it, you raised a pretty huge trophy. How do you feel about your chances again tonight in the same city?
We're feeling pretty confident, honestly. I'm starting to feel like our lucky city, to be honest. As long as we're here today and we give it our all, I think we're going to win.
Now, Ethan was saying the French fans earlier in group stages and on day one didn't phase you. In fact, you guys are able to feed off that energy of the crowd. How are you able to stay so focused?
I mean, we experienced the worst of the worst at Champs last year. Almost got reverse swept in the Paris crowd. They had no one cheering for us, so it was more of like it just pushes us forward every time everyone's booing us.
Last question for you is, you have matched up against 100 Thieves time and time again. If you're looking at the numbers, you guys have the statistical edge. What is it about this matchup that gives you guys the leg up?
I would just say our team is a lot more experienced and controlled in high pressure scenarios.
Mungkin lagi istirahat ini diganggu guys.
Although I'm not going to underestimate them at all today. They're here for a reason, and we'll see how it goes.
Best of luck in the grand final.
Thank you.
65 neon or Omen. Bingo. Jen, not plan for you. Backside. Yeah. 65 backside. Jen, kill him.
Jen, kill him. Ah.
Nice. That was the way. You were the best player ever, man. Let's go. Yo,
gila, seru banget ya. Seru banget dengan komsnya guys. Kenapa nih? Ngelag anjir. Peter Mazuri.
My first impression was, wow, this guy knows a lot.
But he's very someone that's helpful and there for you. When I first came to LA, he was the first guy to help me figure stuff out. You know, it's kind of like an older brother where he's like, he's always there trying to help you and make sure you're comfortable.
Kenapa pro player nggak ada yang namanya Amiser ya guys ya? Yang pakai Amiser biasanya jago tuh.
What he does the best is problem solving. Him together with Bang, they would just spend hours talking about micro details.
He can just read the room and understand what he needs to do. Like, okay, they're pushing us. Okay, let's do this or this. Like, he understands every scenario and he understands which one is the most optimal and he does it. No hesitation.
Tanpa ragu. Enggak. Anime apa ya?
time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kedia City, powered by Play.
Kedia City.
Back-to-back 9-3 first halves here.
Anjir, tidur dulu dia. Bang, jangan tidur, Bang.
For the reigning world champs NRG
Bang.
to dig themselves out of.
Hello.
And they find themselves now down 2-0 with all the momentum by the Thieves.
Mentalnya sudah pada down kah ini NRG, guys?
EWC 2026 Valorant, and one map win away is all that it takes for Thieves to finally achieve the potential that they have sought to reach for so long.
Yeah, but and somehow the conversation cannot turn fully into them, right? They're having such a good final, but has their opponent even turned up in so many of these occasions? That keeps being the question. Haven also, the first map that they played yesterday, NRG on the best of 3, was devastating. I believe they chose to pick the map as well.
Anjay, itu gambar Phoenix-nya mirip banget anjir.
I mean, it is scary. Now, Haven is a map that 100 Thieves have played 3 times here at EWC. They haven't lost it yet. It's sort of a strange choice as a map 3.
100 Thieves belum pernah kalah di Haven, guys. Dia sudah main 3 kali di turnamen EWC ini dan tidak pernah kalah ya di Haven.
For me, now for this to be the ultimate decider where NRG have to make that comeback, it's a very, very big question.
Yeah, and we have to look at the individuals. We need Kiko to step up. We need Mara to not repeat that performance.
Yeah.
We're speaking about being electric, about trying to get in your opponent's head. The majority of those clutches have gone the way of 100 Thieves. We saw Scuba getting one. I think I still look at him. I was highlighting him at the beginning of the day, and I feel like I still look at him to try and keep this team alive. But things are looking way too different to the rest of playoffs.
Like, how is
ada
this Chamber, Sofa, Omen, Neon.
I need to see the individuals now. NRG
bagus gambarnya.
All tournament long about how great they are when their back is against the wall, but the amazing comebacks they've managed because they look so unfazed. But right now they look like they're in trouble. They look difficult. They look stressed on that stage. Can they find that composure right now, or their key will be getting crushed? The EWC dream will come to an end.
And that's the frustrating part. We've said this so many times about this team throughout this tournament. They look stressed. They look a little confused. There's no highs, there's no lows. It's just kind of stoic. And then they find their momentum, and you get that pop-off moment by Mata at the end. And they've done it multiple times here in the playoffs, but now they've got to do it in a best
Maman win saha Maman, guys.
Exactly.
Maman racing sugan.
The fight right now when we talk about who we expect to step up.
Maman win sudah, guys. Maman racing
Where are you,
anjir.
man? This is the best of 5. This is the final, and I feel like he's not here. He was an MVP front runner coming into these finals. I need to see him come alive here on the side of 100 Thieves. Cryo just had an insane map. I was so impressed by them bringing out that sunset. We saw them bring that out in the playoffs. Enormously impressed. For NRG, that was the first time they've had to play it. So I think you can excuse some of the issues there, but absolutely not all of them. A map in the final should never be that dominating, especially when you're such a storied team like NRG.
Yeah. It's going to be map number 3, and it will be so wrong for the competition that we've had so far for this final to be a 3-0.
Yes.
But what can you do when 100 Thieves is having the run that they're having? All of these situations, when they look that they're lost, when it's just one player alive and 4 on the other side, you count everyone down.
Yeah.
It's the final, it's NRG. You should have some respect for them. But 100 Thieves is finding that final form literally in the final. It's been such an exhausting tournament for everybody. Everything happens within the time span of less than 2 weeks that we're in Paris here for. And they've been managing to turn all of that pressure into new comps, new approaches to the maps, surprises against every opponent that they have faced. And apparently, NRG is going to be no different.
I mean, that's exactly it for me. I've just been, even from when we first saw them in the group stage, this 100 Thieves team, I felt like something was different this time. They're at that international. Can Asuna finally manage to lift that trophy?
Lebih lama ya?
Time, right? It is about time. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's coming alive right now. I feel like the whole team is coming alive. But there's one more hurdle left. They need to get one more map over the line. But we know that NRG have it in them to come back. It's just, can they bottle that magic right here, right now?
You saw the referees stepping up on stage as we get the lobby remade and the players ready to go. And 100 Thieves have been so awesome about it, feeling no pressure at all, on their faces, having fun. You heard the comms from them earlier.
Yeah.
You are the greatest player ever in that clutch situation, getting the defuse and pushing them to 12. And those are the types of vibes that you want to see and hear from a team feeling no stress. So the question is, can NRG turn it around and ask some of those questions of this 100 Thieves roster, who just seem to be going through things so smoothly?
Yeah, look, it doesn't always feel like it. It doesn't seem like it from the outside, but sometimes being up 2-0 is as dangerous as being down 2-0. It's all about keeping that calm and level mentality. You can't count your chickens before they hatch here. It's also 100 Thieves who have to be able to stay calm.
We need to find that NRG lover guy, the one that's holding the sign, because I need him to tell me how they turn this around. Please. How they bounce back. We need to start getting these people on the board, because we are watching and we know and we are aware. We were there for these moments for NRG being the best team in the world.
Yes.
But now it does not look anything like that. In fact, the player that has turned up the most today has been Mitch.
Yeah, Paris is a city of amazing memories for this NRG squad, but now it could all change. It could be an amazing place, but also a deeply haunting place of where they couldn't quite get it done. Can the comeback start right now, Digon?
That is the question. We are moments away from Agent Select. Scuba, Brock, Mata, Ethan, the world champs, with Kiko, who has been so electric throughout this tournament.
Akhirnya keluar juga. Line up-nya ada Neon, Mada, Neon, Phoenix, Chamber, Sofa, dan juga Omen di NRG ya. 100 Thieves ada Sofa, Neon, Cypher, Omen, dan Asuna akan pick satu.
Find anything of value.
Satu agent lagi. Oh, Phoenix lagi guys ya.
I expect Brock also to turn up on this map.
100 Thieves, they're sticking with that same composition we've seen all tournament long. As I mentioned, a perfect 3-0
posisinya enak. 100 Thieves jadi ini dulu ya. Serang dulu nih.
Yeah.
Main
difference here, right? Being Cryo playing on the Cypher, Kiko playing on the Chamber. But honestly, for Cryo's comfort, for how he's playing, for how he's turning up in this final, let it be on the Cypher. I trust him way more than any Chamber.
History waits to see whose it author will be. 100 Thieves looking to grab the pen and write their name in it. Will they be able to do so here in Haven? 2-0 up against the reigning world champions, whereas NRG, they have been down but not out so many times. Will 100 Thieves put them to the sword? Let's find out as we go to map number 3 and send it on over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Yo.
It's all up to NRG.
Wipe out, 3-0, lawan 100 Thieves.
They have faltered with, failed to do across the opening 2 maps. It's back into one of their picks, but I'm right there with Big Time. It feels like a potential rough one. Going over to Haven, where 100 Thieves have had so much success. Flawless at that in this tournament. It is a bold move, but for NRG, it needs to be the right move. It needs to be the start of a comeback.
Let's go. Tepuk tangannya mana teman-teman?
As it would have to be a reverse sweep.
I'll think back to last year. It was Fnatic who opened up
with
dominant maps against Heretics. And Heretics were able to complete the reverse sweep. Is this going to be the beginning of that?
Masuk.
TP's out.
TP up the safety. Mata able to find Asuna though with that volley.
Waduh, Asuna langsung mati guys.
It's an opening kill.
Bisa plan.
Trademark will
Cover. 1, 2, 3 guys. Oh, nice try. Udah, tunggu dulu. Sabar. Jangan terlalu over PD kayak tadi dong, mainnya dong. Wah, salah guys. Apakah ini pengaturan teman-teman? Apakah ini pengaturan skor biar nggak 3-0? Masa disebut pengaturan skor guys? I have buat tim lose.
Gonna see. They can hold on. Don't give up the thrifty. Keep things under control. It's exactly what you wanted. That great util dump at the corner of the exit of sewer. Makes it so difficult there. Even you lose a player as 100 Thieves.
I hope both teams lose. Well,
not possible.
Let me explain how that works.
Hate to break it to you. No buy-up other than the bandit for Timatino. Aggressive early position. Awareness there from Kiko.
Headshot.
Push, nice.
Hitternya
mati guys.
Ethan, so Timatino just going to be low on health. It's a little bit more as well, and eventually Mata will be able to find him there and win with that classic. Yet again, taking down a target. Go dead, Mata storming forward. Quick turn to the side. 4K can't make it.
2-1.
Bang holds him back, and suddenly it's just Scuba.
Oh my god.
The judge collected for Bora.
Nice. Let's go. Satu sama.
It's catastrophe.
They're just unreal with the classics.
Bisa beli pandal.
What can you do?
Round 3.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm shell-shocked. I thought this is round over right there.
Yeah, it felt like Mata had it secured. But bang, I mean, this
bang.
Disgusting.
Yellow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, there's plenty of good reasons to lose your voice, and that's one of them.
Go. The best third one. It's ridiculous.
Timatino udah pakai outlaw lagi nih guys.
It's full
bahaya nih.
NRG
Terus
gambled on the A site. I don't anticipate that this was where 100 Thieves is thinking about going, but you might lose Timatino, you might lose the outlaw here.
Sabar.
They've got quite the setup on the outside of this. He saw the elbow.
Dapet loh guys. Kelihatan sikutnya. Yang kalah malah si itu. Gila, Timatino kill 3 guys. Langsung rotasi, lihat. Dijaga satu bokongnya. 1, 2, nice.
Ready and waiting. Intercepts to find the first. The paranoia to be lobbed in. The swing going to be going through, and he can't get that second shot off in time. Bang. It's a little bit faster.
Nice one. 3-0 langsung ini guys. Let's go.
And it's another one going over to 100 Thieves.
Yeah, even though you do run into the trap. That was
udah turun mentalnya guys, NRG guys.
The great thing here for 100 Thieves is they're hedging their bets across the map.
Takutnya kalau terlena ini bisa kalah juga nih sebenarnya. Asal jangan ini aja, harus ngotot nih. Nah, oke, sambil makan boleh Paul, selamat makan ya. Sorry baru kebaca.
On the Omen, at Odin still going to be there, but it's going to be countered this time. Bora looking for the counter spam through the wall. That was going to be Brock's position, but actually just trying to take a little bit of long A control. Will, at least for now, establish himself with the drone. Make sure that we're going to clear a lot of this space.
Gak ketahuan. Oh, ada ininya, ada stepnya. Step sekecil itu juga bisa kedengeran ya.
Think that they're going to be going for this lurk down into sewers. Meanwhile, Timatino able to scale up long.
Bomnya di mid. Timatino masih maju.
Brock now realizing how much
di Odin guys. Geiga.
That's huge because now they can stay committed to the other side
of the map.
Drone to lead the way. Mata right here alongside Scuba. Trying to hold the line, has this run it back and use it relatively safely. That's going to be a molly to start. Natsana nearly dead. Just almost burnt the line.
Madanya maju, lihat madanya maju.
Mata taking this space to push forward. Natsana will be able to keep himself in the mix for a little bit longer here.
30 seconds left.
As now, push out to the mid. Bora able to utilize that Odin just for the one, but Kiko holds him back, denies him entry in time. Is starting to bleed dry. 19 seconds remaining. The TP forward, it's a nice little hello, how do you do from Kiko. Finding Bang, Mata dead, however,
nice.
able to find Kiko. Spike looking to be retrieved, but Brock just takes his legs out from beneath them. Dink as well, gonna be there.
Ente, it's okay.
2-2.
Dua sama.
You're just not really able to sell this fake as 100 Thieves over on the A site because Brock deals with it so quickly and there's just literally nothing else behind it. Timotino trying to see if he could sneak ahead, but Brock so
Nggak kena itu snipernya keburu
letting them
ini
get
aja.
through. It's going to take a little bit more from 100 Thieves. They're trying to open up the playbook early, but NRG has the counters,
Aja tadi snipernya gerak ya.
the steady protocols.
Oke.
Make sure that they're not giving up much. Still gonna have enough for
Satu
most of a buy. Just on a
Oh, dicek
stinger,
kosong, bro.
but he's one away from a
Ada
running
Phoenix
back.
deh.
Timotino
Soalnya
also
ke
usually one away from
Sharou.
overdrive. They've left.
Kaget nih bentar lagi nih.
Over at sea, and look at where Ethan has got.
Ya, ketawanya di situ. Iya, bagus banget. Nice. Tutup.
Pushing forward, catching Vora off guard.
Belakangnya tutup nggak sih? Backside.
More trying to flush bang out of sewer, cannot do so. Meanwhile, Asuna gonna be taken down over on the site. Overdrive gonna be popped, Ethan cannot get away. Bang able to collect that kill. Cryo now pushing aggressively.
Kenapa ada 3 side bang? Iya, ada ABC kalau di Haven.
Ends up falling to the wayside, and so far so good for NRG.
Di Haven ada ABC.
Now they have to try to clutch it out, and they just give too many targets. The fuse is in, and NRG takes the lead by 1.
They're a little bit sharper right now.
Ente.
Looks a little bit shaky to me.
Apakah ini pengaturan skor guys? Biar nggak 3 langsung 3-0 gitu. Apakah pengaturan skor teman-teman?
Sure, why not? It's one of those rounds. Maybe you could chalk it up to some lucky spams and things
Tapi
like
enggak
that.
lah ya, nggak ada nggak sih pengaturan skor mah? Cuma mitos nggak sih guys?
Gonna have to settle as 100 Thieves. You want this attacker side to be explosive, but now you're on a real eco. Bang with just a Bucky there. Oh my god. A lot of players dinged up on that.
Itu nembusnya ke situ.
Relay Bolt just reinforcing this position. Timotino more than happy to just sprint his way out. Molly's going to be chucked in here. Bang, he would have been safe in this position now, realizing that. Can go back in. Blazewall, however, further interrupts it, further takes him lower. Timotino dead. Clear that recon, curveball. Attempted to be turned away from an NRG. Will still be able to find some kills.
Itu Asuna jago bang race-nya. Oh iya. Jagoan mana sama J4 sih?
Fortunately for him, just giving his opponents a bit too much credit, suspecting that Molly was going to land at his feet. Could have at least had the spike planted and
Temat dulu ya, temat dulu. Minum dulu guys. Sok, minum dulu guys. Pada makan, pada minum.
You're exactly right. It was a little bit panicky, and again, it feels like 100 Thieves
Bang, kamu masih main Palo?
where on the
Atau
first
udah
couple
enggak?
maps they just kind of were smooth.
J4 sih dong, jelas bang.
Really well
Dia mah ultinya misterius.
And here, I'm not saying the coordination's bad, but
Kenapa pas Bang Juna nonton, Aing pas ngultinya miss ya? Astaga. Ulti Aing bisa kena 4 loh Bang Juna. Masih ada klipnya. Ada nggak ya?
This team has been through the ringer so many times. They've been in so many do or die situations throughout their last couple of years. You just can't give them hope. You can't give them opportunities. You're gonna have to lock in, and that's not easy to do. 100 Thieves, again, a couple young players, never been quite to this level. It's their first shot at it. What a start they've had, but that NRG team is never going to let go, is never going to give up.
Nih. Nanti copyright deh, jangan. Nonton di shot aku aja ya.
Keep the boys a little bit calm. This buy very
Ada di shot aku yang awal banget.
On this half.
Shot ke berapa ya? Ke-4 apa ke-5 gitu. Yang dulu banget. Seakan-akan itu emang dulu doang bisanya ya. Wajib di Odin nggak tuh guys? Sumpah ini Odin terus anjing.
Hunter's Fury going to be sent from Vora, but doesn't find anything at all. Push forward into this smoke.
Nggak ada.
Catches two. Bang.
Ketahuan guys. Masa nggak dicek guys? Curiga nggak sih guys? Ini 2-0 loh guys. Posisi 100 menang 2 kali ini.
Mistakes here. Bang looks a little rattled. needs to be checking every angle on that TP before he commits to it.
Odin adalah kunci, astaga.
Trying to check the left side corner. And Asuna's just a
Biasanya
little
Odin
bit
tuh
too
dipakai
far
pas udah
behind,
overtime
gives
tuh.
Mata the opportunity. Coordination starting to falter, and NRG is
Masa momennya nggak ngecek, guys? Aneh banget gak sih?
Ultimate's gone. And just the tour de force invested. Meanwhile, Brock 2 charges from having that Hunter's Fury online. Damn near a stacked deck, given that you do have Kiko with his Outlaw. He'll have money for an operator.
Nice try.
Ethan.
Just
playing off of information from that drone.
Oh.
Destroyed as Ethan finds another. Looks for the third. It gets it.
Sumpah ini mencurigakan nggak sih, guys?
Just Cryo and Vora making their way towards B. And C connector side.
Sengaja kah ini?
Don't get one, Kiko gets the other. Flawless round, NRG.
Ethan gacor, serius. Gacor nih.
Yes, this is
Aku agak curiga, tapi enggak lah ya. Udah balik kali. Ethan udah panas, Ethan udah panas nih.
the more pressure that's on them, the
Tuh,
better they
100
get.
2-0 loh, sudah menang 2 kali, masa kayak gitu mainnya?
They're like carbon. The harder you press, the more they become a diamond. Now you've got Timotino with an op. No op invested here for NRG though. So maybe an opportunity for 100 Thieves to catch them on a little bit of a surprise. Maybe get that early man advantage.
Push out to the mid, rewarded again. 100 Thieves just not.
Mereka juga mau menang bang, elah, iya juga. bener sih.
Still 5 players
OP
strong.
udah pakai OP.
Spike to be recollected, but given this operator in hand, I don't think you can really try to play this.
Kena nih omennya nih.
Latino to see if Scuba will give him a glimpse there at window.
Mana nggak lewat-lewat omennya anjir.
But there's no reason for him to do so.
Mata still has a curveball there.
Yeah.
So that's a really dangerous spot to be in.
Just sat forward, and they're going to have to creep back into the spawn, and NRG should have a pretty good idea of where these players can and will tuck away.
2 lawan 5 guys.
They absolutely should be hunting.
Apakah possible?
Once the time starts to tick down.
Ini save OP sih.
Nothing but cash.
Sayang soalnya kalau nggak nge-save nih.
There's zero reason in my mind that you don't at least go for this. Once we get down to maybe that 25-second mark, start exploring the map a little
30
bit.
seconds left.
Well, they're just checking over towards A. I mean, they did leave that wide open, so there is a world where they went over there. But yeah, here we go.
Dicari dong.
Paranoia sent. Tripwire here. Give some level of alert. Cryo.
Itu di kiri, masa nggak dengar bro?
Push ready to come through out of window, and Cryo, it's just so damn whippy, and then Kiko gets on the flank. A flawless from NRG in
Masa nggak dengar guys?
None fallen, all weapons taken away. Perhaps that's why Kiko didn't buy an operator, knew he was just going to be able to pick one up, pluck it off the corpse of 100 Thieves.
Very well could be. They read this mid push so well.
NRG, Jaya.
I think it's go A, and honestly, like every.
Well,
getting a little bit of a sneak preview there.
Full Stinger purchase.
Pada beli Stinger kan.
Zone cleared. Kiko just refills that space. Drone never spotted him. Ethan just plays him in with the Outlaw. And this Stinger buy, not looking like it's going to bear much fruit here. Clear the trademark. Just follow that tracer from the classic.
Odin adalah kelemahan 100 T.
I mean, if you're 100 Thieves, what more are you left to do?
Nggak cuma 100 T sih. Bisa Odin kalau udah depan-depanan Odinnya ini ya udah siap. Harus headshot banget ngalahin Odin.
Taking the fight right to his doorstep. Back-to-back flawlesses. NRG up 8-2.
It's crazy how one side of these maps have been. And on the defender side here of Avon, a team that I've always really been impressed with some of their defender side ideas on this map at times. But then with what we saw against BBL, I had deep concerns. But here, just got the good reads, the right plays. But I don't, I think 100 Thieves not respecting Kiko's positioning there, not throwing a curveball or something out to maybe keep
mulai buyar kah 100 Thieves?
I think they're gonna try A again, and look at this, NRG's ready.
Udah terlalu terlena kah ini? Wish, gila Ethan.
Into the lobby, and it is just destruction.
4 lawan 1.
Yet again. They have finally arrived. And they are giving 100 Thieves no room to play, no room to breathe. Smothering them out of this map.
Oke. NRG mulai bangkit guys ya.
It's unbelievably one-sided. I mean, it's just been kind of the story of this match so far. NRG.
Ngeri, Ethan ngerusahnya ngeri sih, nothing tulus sih. Soalnya ditabrak anjir.
I will say this is probably the map where I think his Neon looks the best.
Welcome teman-teman yang baru masuk.
He knows the risks he can take. He knows the tendencies of 100 Thieves. And he's been punishing them time and time again, and I guess we're just going to try this again.
Kenapa maksa masuk gitu sih? Kenapa maksa masuk gitu sih? Lihat. Gila.
Only 2 rounds found. One of those is the
Eco. Loh.
And nothing more. 10-2, NRG making a statement as they look to send us to a 4th map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Ascent. I'm just so amazed, but
gila.
Just banging their head against the wall.
Giliran defense nih.
And it's rocking the Odin, laying down the law. What else needs to be said? Dominance.
Giliran defense gimana nih? NRG bagian nyerang guys. Karena kalau pakai Odin dia udah susah guys. Jadi kemungkinan NRG nggak akan pakai Odin lagi nih.
EWC long. They picked up coming into this 13 rounds collectively across Breeze and Sunset. 1 map's worth of rounds. And now they build up this monstrous streak as they look to absolutely annihilate 100 Thieves on Haven. Just
udah lepas ini mah 2-1 bisa jadi Paul. 22 soalnya.
This crowd is absolutely electric. What do we think? Can we go into map 4?
Est-ce que, mesdames et messieurs, est-ce que NRG peuvent revenir dans ce match? Faites du bruit ceux qui croient en eux.
Wow,
NRG could come back. What do you think?
I think so, but we need to do a bit of a real temperature check here. How's about I take 100 Thieves and you take NRG?
Of course. You go first.
Okay. Who is here for 100 Thieves?
Ok.
Disorakin.
Choqué, s'il vous plaît. Qui est là pour NRG?
One more time.
Rame ya. Saling taunting gini penontonnya. Kalau kemarin Apex mah penontonnya sebelahan anjir.
Mesdames, messieurs, NRG!
Becoming more and more of a mixed bag here with the crowd. NRG.
Ngerti bahasa Prancis? Enggak.
Haven so far.
Enggak ngerti.
It's just one big streak of green there for them.
Hijau.
Let's see if they can make it 10.
Well,
udah low lagi tuh sofanya tuh.
Get a pretty good connection on the shotgun and the Brock. It is a must-win for 100 Thieves. It goes without saying that this pistol should be kind of the only lifeline that 100 Thieves is going to be able to throw out there for themselves. Keep afloat. Just try to keep Ascent a little bit at arm's reach if possible. giving him quite a bit of space, and Kiko does it again.
Breaking open C. Meanwhile,
Ketahuan ya.
the team getting closer through
Oh,
garage.
nice. Tutup info. Rotate semuanya.
Holding a bay here for the moment. Curveball around the back.
Alah, saya tak. Waduh.
Two taps, two kills.
Gila, udah 2-1. Kalah.
It's now all
What?
down to Timotino.
Timotino?
Couple clean ones.
Oh, nggak bisa guys, nggak bisa.
10 rounds in a row over the top. 11
11-2 guys ya.
NRG.
11-2 mau jadi apa guys?
Very quickly push this into a fourth map.
And you should be expecting some kind of buy up here as NRG. Oh, what a ping reveal. I mean, the combination, the curveball, the recon, then the double. Beautiful work from Brock. Timotino, just not much left to do there. 3-man stack staring you down.
Timotino.
Most anyone has in the kill department 100 of these is 6 across 14 rounds. This has been unbelievably one-sided, so it is going to be a stinger buy for 100 Thieves.
Masih pakai Odin sih, bro.
Loaded for Brock in round 2.
Udah beli Odin loh.
Wild. But when you're up this far, you can go ahead and take those gambles. You can take those risks.
Dicek guys.
Cryo's been cooled off. 4 and 13 on the Cypher. A lot asked of him, as well as Vora to try to hold the line, buy some time for the rest of the team to try to arrive. But Amada's going to be able to fight through with the Stinger before they can get anything back. It's just Ethan dead, but now a couple more kills to be found and slide in. And Kiko has got Asuna in his sights. 12-2. One more. And NRG will give us at least one more map in this grand final.
It's just a thing of beauty.
Round terakhir ya.
That they play off of each other here on Haven. The crossfires that they're able to get going. I mean, look at this. 3 players bursting out together.
Ini riwayatnya ya. Riwayatnya si 100 tip itu dia udah main 3 match di turnamen ini ya. Di map ini. Di turnamen ini, di map ini, dan tidak pernah kalah guys. Terus sekarang mainnya kayak gitu, aneh gak sih? Kenapa ya? Turun kan mentalnya guys?
Lit up somewhere along the way, but he's only got a bandit, so he's just basically a human drone at this point.
NRG udah mulai rapi sih. Udah gak gerasa kerusuk lagi kayak tadi. Wah, tadi 2 game NRG gerasa kerusuknya aneh anjir.
This Phoenix has been such a big comfort for Asuna so far. Not really to be the case here on Haven. Cryo push forward into the fast lane, does manage to shut down Ethan. Can be a weapon recovered eventually. Meanwhile,
I don't know.
Timotino,
menjegat nih.
Check out.
Going up.
Drone to be called in. Blaze wall sent. Do they check this position? Yes, they do. Know exactly where he's at. He tries to escape, tucking down below the stairs, but Mono will be able to find it. Brock cleans up Asuna. And Bang will just be found.
Odin guys.
He's got 1 million bullets and he's got a solid idea of where you're at. You just don't stand a chance.
30 seconds left.
Yuk, 21.
Cryo split away from Vora.
Sudahlah, 21 lah.
They're not taking any chances.
Mau ditahan gimana coba?
Run it back to lead the way. Cryo to try to cheat forward. And hello, NRG. They
swingnya aja kayak gitu, jadi jelek banget.
Red carpet rolled out for him. Plan to be interrupted. Vora to find one. There's 4 bullets remaining, and it's Keiko on the draw.
Oke, 21. Respect streamer ya guys ya. Tidak 3-0 nih.
Quickly send us to a fourth map.
If you had any questions about that Haven, they just answered them in spades. That was a royal flush for them. They just come through and are unbeatable. There was no way anybody was taking them down on that map today. Just, I mean, you think after the Thrifty, the eco win for 100 Thieves, you're like, oh, okay, I guess this is just going to be a fast 3-0, but nope. NRG just completely ran it back the other way.
Just destroyed. 100 Thieves still with an opportunity to potentially close this out. A 3-1, very possible. But you have to imagine what that pressure is going to be like if NRG come back and they tie up the score as they look to pull off a reverse sweep. to position that 100 Thieves has now been in. So we will see how they cope with it, whether they can rebound. But for now, let's send things over to Degon.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paper Thin. And it was 11 dominant rounds in a row by the reigning world champions. NRG show up and put on a shellacking against 100 Thieves. It's 13-2, and the series is back on.
I mean, look, they're down 2-0. We say, NRG, where are you? You need a hero. Now's the time. With all tournament, we've been saying, look, every time it gets hard, that's when they step up the most. They did exactly that. They pushed the game to a map 4. They showed why they could lift a trophy in Paris last year. That tenacity hasn't disappeared. We're still alive. We still have a series.
Yep. You know what's crazy is NRG loves these lower bracket reverse sweep runs. They seem to do it so often, and so now we're in this situation where they've just absolutely slammed that round 3, that map 3. Going into the next map, they have the momentum, and this is what they feed off of to get a lot of those wins.
Especially after losing yet again. They win the pistol.
Yep.
They lose round 2 yet again. This keeps happening here at the end. Why does this keep happening? But at least this time, they had the answer.
Yeah, they had the answer, but I think 100 Thieves have just done a good job at prepping when it comes to those second rounds. They're very proactive with what they want to do, and a lot of the time they chase the kills, which NRG keeps giving to them. But I think after that round, NRG, they tightened it up.
Big time. We were all chatting, hey, who's your MVP candidate? Maybe we need to start circling some names for 100 Thieves. And Mata says, hold on a second.
Ada
Put my
MVP
name
sih.
in the hat here.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped up massively. It's so hard when you're down in a best of 5 like this.
Ngelag.
To find that composure, to be able to bring it back, to be able to dig deep inside of yourself, deep inside your soul to know, hey, I'm good enough. I can make this work. Mata puts the team on his back here at Haven. He runs this map. He takes the win for NRG, and it felt like nothing could stop him on this one.
It really felt like he took a lot of those matters into his own hands as well, not relying on anyone to set him up. He just went and pushed for majority of those kills. You can see he set himself up.
Map keempat apa ya?
Through
Split
the
kah?
cages, through the smokes, constantly playing with someone
Split
behind
seru sih
him,
match
leading
keempat
the
sih.
charge. I think Mata, he really stepped up this game, not just in fragging power, but also playstyle to make sure NRG has the aggression on board.
He has been the one to pop off in those victories as we see the story from yesterday to today on Haven. It is completely different.
These stats are crazy.
It's ludicrous. What are we looking at here? What a change up from the guy. I mean, this map, he was explosive. He looked like the best player in the server. Yesterday, on this exact same map, this exact same agent, he couldn't find anything. This goes to show you how much Valorant can be a mental game. He had this performance in him, but against BBL, they shut him down. Today, 100 Thieves couldn't do it, and he activated. He came alive. This is the difference maker. Big-time players make big-time plays, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if it comes down to the prep that maybe NRG had getting into this game. But the way he was playing, it didn't look like he was prepping for anything or reading anything. He was just like, guys, I'm going to send it. And he did. And he got so many of those kills.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the composure on the faces of the NRG players. We're like, wake up. And they're like, no, we're good. We got it. A lot of that has to do with the experience of this roster. Again, the second oldest roster here at EWC. On the opposite side, 100 Thieves, they have themselves the 30 youngest roster here at EWC. And this was the question that I wanted to have answered when 100 Thieves
ini umurnya guys. Paling muda Timotino 18 tahun. Gila 18 tahun ya. Lulus SMA langsung ke Paris aja.
The moment you get complacent is the moment but the moment
Paling
your
muda
opponent gets back in the game, and that's kind of feel like that. It felt like that just happened to me, and that's what happens when you're a young squad. We saw it with BBL. You see it oftentimes when the squads aren't as experienced on the international stage, which is very true for 100 Thieves. But NRG are on the other side of that. They've been there before. They've done exactly this before. They know how to win tough games. For 100 Thieves, you have to go back. You have to reset. You have to forget about the score. You have to forget about the match point and play the Valorant. Focus on the in-game stuff. Be inside that server. Be present.
I hope that they're able to find the same level of comms that we heard when it was, you're the greatest player ever. And then you get 13-2, you'd need to still have that same level of focus as we move on over to map number 4 on Ascent. So what are your thoughts here as these two Americas squads are looking to finally beat each other, close it out, and make a new chapter in their story.
Yeah, I think
I'm
guys.
definitely a little bit worried for 100 Thieves here. They did pick it, which means they're trying to do something in terms of the prep, in terms of the gameplay when it comes to playing against NRG. But the last time they played this was actually quite a while ago. They played it against RRQ in group stages, and they won it 13-10, so not too convincingly. Meanwhile, on the other hand, NRG, they just played this recently and slammed on it.
I think the biggest thing for me is NRG play exactly this composition that we've just seen with the chamber. Everybody's on exactly the same roles. It's perfect comfort from what we've just seen. Moving from Haven to Ascent for this squad should feel fluid. It should feel easy. It's 100 Thieves that are going to be a little bit more fiddly, and they're going to be feeling uncomfortable now as we move towards the map 4.
Yep, map number 3 going the way of NRG, but it is a 2-1. We'll go to map 4 after this.
Let's go. Iklan dulu. We'll go map 4 after this channel, guys. Iklan dulu ya.
Okay, Wingman, it's just me and you. If we can just win this round, we're EWC champions, and our names will be in the history books forever. I need you to step up right now, Wingman. It's all on you. You get that spike planted, and we have the upper hand. They surely can't have much to work with. Run, Wingman! Run! Yes, they did have a lot to work with.
Lucu banget anjing. Lucu banget. Kenapa bikin drama kayak begitu anjir?
I think it's our like soulmate for the team. We had like kind of joke like whenever we play against someone we say like monkeys always stuck together. Even before Clash came out, and it was like a jungle vibe inside the team, and we all call ourselves monkeys because monkeys always strung together. Then our Clash came out, it was obviously a monkey, and I think it's kind of nice, connects our vibe, and it looks cool in real life and on camera as well.
In 2024, when I first I wanted a hat, but I didn't know what. So then I looked in like in the arena what I could get, and I saw a Tivus hat. And I'm a big League of Legends fan, so yeah, I was like, okay, that looks perfect. So I just got that, and I kind of like stuck with it. At some point, I wanted to like change it to a different hat like every year, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stick to the Tivus hat. So yeah, it's kind of just stuck.
One that I bring for every match is Doguinho. He's a little dog. He was a present from my wife. She was the first plushie that she gave to me.
Benar-benar keberuntungan para player ya guys ya.
Istanbul to play champs on 2022 that I won. Since 2022, he's with me on all matches, and I like to have him there in the table because he's a present from my wife. So it just feels good to have him there.
Whenever you go to participate at any event, I think like it would bring all of our soul to share the moment with the monkey, to share the like team vibe with the audience, and of course it's like part of our family.
My girlfriend made it 10 made, so I think that's the coolest. I like her so much, and I just want to give it hard to her. The only times I've like forgotten it, I've been like twice, and I lost both games. So from now on, I like always make sure I have my Tivus hat, and also like when I don't have it, my family message me, and they're like, "Why your Tivus hat? Like, oh, you need it so bad." So I kind of just like I do it for them and also for the good luck.
Yeah, it just gives me luck, and I'll just be more comfortable when Cypher is with me. Sometimes I'll just smell it. It just smells like my girlfriend, so it makes me more comfortable on the stage.
I think it's actually a cool idea to have a Flasher because each team has its own story which can like introduce themselves to the new audience. So I think it's nice to have it.
Because it's a gift from my wife, I think mine is the coolest.
Dia kalau nggak ngomong pemberian dari istrinya paling keren di rumah masalah itu guys. Nah, ini dia Ethan Arnold.
First impression of Ethan.
Anjay, ngeri gini bro. Udah kayak ini Bucky tau nggak Bucky? Temannya Captain America guys.
Ethan's so good and so special right now. He's been playing TAC FPS since he was like 16, so he has such a long career in esports. So yeah.
Prophet's already got one, but Ethan sharp shot. Ethan challenging. Guardian was the only thing that came in with. Wow!
Oh my God!
Being like a superstar a little bit in Counter-Strike, being a support player in the right hand in Valorant, but then also into the IGL role, and he won champs in both roles, doing what he needs to do for the team.
Yeah, I think he is the best flash initiator in the world, like Keras guy and those kind of agents. I think I see other people try to play those agents and it's like it looks so bad, and then when he plays it, it's like okay, like we can make that work.
Anjay, keren juga ya Ethan ya.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kedia City, powered by play.
Kedia City.
I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close.
Keren ya. Jeduk-jeduknya mah keren guys.
This is a song about a breakup.
Lah kok ada iklan? Kok ada iklan guys?
At the STC Arena for esports, we're only won a map here.
Let's go. Map keempat teman-teman ya.
They're still ready to go. They're still willing to fight and try to get that third and final map to close out this best of 5 between these two squads.
I mean, well done, NRG. You're awake. You're here in the server. Finally, they do get that map across the line. But it doesn't change the circumstances here. 100 Thieves are still on match point. One more map can secure that trophy for them. I think the pressure is
Anjir,
still
cosplaynya keren banget pandalnya. Mirip banget aja Reynanya.
Now, you got to be in your head if you're 100 Thieves. Can you find that composure for a young squad, a relatively inexperienced squad internationally? Can they close it out now?
Pressure for sure for both sides of the stage here. 100 Thieves going into their map pick of Ascent, a map that NRG is known to be very well played on. Their defensive side is really phenomenal, I think, on this map. Brock with that Odin, he was going crazy last game. We're going to see it again this game on the Sova. And now for both these teams, just making sure they solidify this map. 100 Thieves obviously trying to get away with that EWC winners title. But for NRG, they just want to solidify their legacy and move on to that 5th map, take it all the way and make sure that they show them the reason why they're considered veterans.
It has been so fascinating, this NRG roster, as they have played the villain to the crowd from the play-ins to now the playoffs.
Oke, ini adalah susunan dari agent ya teman-teman ya. Map Ascent, NRG pakai Neon, Phoenix, Chamber, Sova sama Omen, dan juga 100 Thieves dia pakai Phoenix, Omen, Cypher, Jet sama Sova ya guys ya. Perbedaannya ada di Sentinelnya aja sama duelisnya. Yang satu Neon Phoenix, yang satu Jet Phoenix. Mari kita lihat Jetnya Timotino ya guys ya. Biasanya kalau udah pakai Jet tuh ngeri-ngeri guys. Oh iya, apalagi dikasih operator. Jet dikasih operator guys. Selesai nggak sih itu? Welcome guys yang baru masuk ya. Di like dulu teman-teman. Besok
actually performed. I think it's kind of crazy saying that when you're up against players like Timotino and Asuna. Kind of crazy. And now the comps staying the same. Both these teams have definitely done the homework on each other though.
We also got to see a smiling Bonkar from a marquee moment by Brock on the Odin. Pop it off there. And it's less about how that did for NRG and more about how 100 Thieves will respond, because we are now in the championship rounds. Only champions go all 5 maps. Will it be there or will it be ending here in 4? Let's send it on over to Paper Thin and Achilles.
It's time to find out if NRG still yet have more fight in them. 100 Thieves will be able to regain their composure, steady the ship, and close things out on map number 4.
Let's go, map number 4. 3, 2,
One of the things that
1.
you very much have to remember is that when we did crown Heretics the first winners here at EWC last year, they had to do it in reverse sweep fashion. NRG very much looking to do the
santai.
same.
Nah, itu loh baru bermain, guys.
Very possible now. I mean, it just was
Santai,
so
santai,
shaky.
Asuna.
400
Tuh, rapih lagi sekarang, guys. 3-1 ini, guys. Udah fix menang 100 Thief.
Start there, cleared by Ethan.
Mata out in the mids.
See?
Find one before getting down, but Timatino 2. Under the same circumstances, and now a 3v3.
3v3 ke B aja nggak sih, bro? Tabrakin A sih, tabrakin A sih. Siap, siap.
Swing coming in. There's the spot out for trying to counter
Keren gitu ya, nge-swingnya gantian gitu, guys.
Instead, eats quite a bit of damage.
Forces them back, though. See if there's going to be a matching rotation from NRG or if they're expecting a re-hit onto A. They would have loved to have gotten that curveball out of Asuna there, but he held on to it, saving it. Try to see what they can do about Kiko.
30 seconds left.
Don't see the rendezvous in play. Unless he's standing right on top of it.
Teleport's ready. It doesn't have it, just now getting it back off cooldown.
Dia pasang teleport. Oke, aman.
Quick exit, but they know exactly where he's at. But
Aja.
time is going to be running low.
Waduh.
Tries to delay them.
Nice.
Finds another kill and look at the
Plan. No time, plan.
two between Cryo and Asuna. They
Os
try
kena
to get this pistol
scan,
to go.
sabar. Sabar, tahan aja, tunggu masuk. Tunggu masuk, bro. Astagfirullah, Asuna.
Cryo now has it all to do. All on his shoulders. Just holding from boats, but it should just be the 1-2 punch. The push to the corner, and Scuba gets out ahead of his teammate, but it doesn't really matter. Still is able to find that kill, a 3K for him, and another pistol in the hands of NRG.
Feels like it's starting to unravel. Nice early opener here for Timatino. Hopefully should be feeling like he's got a little bit in the tank there off of that. Just barely able to take down Kiko, but man, he's so sharp. The chamber just feels like a perfect fit for a player of his caliber, and Scuba continues to be an absolute nuisance in the pistol rounds. He's been really racking it up for NRG there. Continues to just thrive. Same kind of pistol buy we've been seeing from 100 Thieves. Now, they did get an eco to go.
Twice.
On the other one, but a bandit for Timatino, and
yippee,
the music.
Wah, time out kah?
Leaves me concerned.
Quick little tech pause.
Oke, ada yang kacau kah? Monitornya ada yang mati kah?
Here, but I'm being told that they're going straight back in just about, so winning on those final ready checks, and then should be able to resume.
Usually just kind of like a quick little earbud issue or something like that is often kind of what these are, and then they kind of unplug it, replug it back in.
Let's
You're
go.
usually good to go. It's okay. Let's see what we got. Marshall for Kiko, but he's on the other side of the map from this. Mata's Spectre, Scuba's Bulldog.
Which gila, Ethan pakai bandit ya guys ya.
Just outgunned the bandit, able to take him down.
Tiba-tiba mulai masuk.
Very good damage to be found. Kiko is well tagged to 72.
Dia low banget tuh Ethan itu.
Look at the awareness here from NRG. They know they're going to want to try to punish that.
You know, unable to find a kill. Quick little back pedal though from Brock. Giving up that space. Trademark still to hold the front of the A site on that entry. Meanwhile, Mata able to intercept the enemy jet.
Susah guys.
Player advantage in the hands of
Ada
NRG.
senjata ini.
Looking to find themselves
Udah
yet
kosong
another
kayaknya.
flawless. Just been racking them up across that last map, and may just continue. Full blind going to be connecting onto Kiko, but still gets his vision back fast enough
Tuh.
to take down the rest. So 3K for him, flawless for NRG. Back into a 2-0 start.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the little things that NRG does, especially when they're clicking like this, that makes this such a difficult team to beat.
Spike down.
It's the way that they, Ethan goes out, does some damage, gets a kill, takes some damage, so trades places with Brock, falls back to a little bit of safety. Don't give anything up easily. And then Kiko would hit his trademark right around the corner there. 100 Thieves walk right into it. Good news here for Thieves. We will have Asuna's ult. So you have the ability to maybe create some space. He's hanging on to the spike right now, but bang.
Oh, ada orang situ.
Looking for that mid-aggression.
2, 3 Davidnya.
Push out.
Masuk B sih.
Holding a paranoia in case anybody were
Paksa
to
masuk B aja, bro.
fall into their trap, but
Timotino biasanya maju nih.
sidestep here from 100 Thieves, at least to
Oh,
start.
rotate. Nice.
Worry a bit about Cryo. He's looking for the lineup there with his cage. Does get where it needs to be. Lands right at the front door.
Yeah, but given the checks here, how many players they have in mid, I think NRG could be pretty decently comfortable that this lurk has not come through. Now smoke layered forward onto B main. Trying to slow this approach. Another one over towards market as well.
Which?
Dash in, looking for that switch. Mata looking for that kill.
Oh, gila Mada.
Timotino dead. Asuna snap back. The door slams shut in 100 Thieves' face. Plenty of damage going to be exchanged here on both sides. Ultimately, it is NRG getting the worst of it, but Kiko.
Gila Keikonya. Ini baru main guys, ini baru main nih. Meskipun kalah ya, tapi ini main guys. Gak kayak tadi banget.
Look to convert this bonus once again. Quick little exit, but Ethan lying it away.
Anjay, ente guys.
3-1 and 1, 3-0 for NRG.
Well, the alarm bell should be ringing right now. This is a lot of hesitation from 100 Thieves on this execute. They had a timing, but they couldn't really pull the trigger on it to get in there before NRG is flooding into the site to prevent them, and then an unchecked corner spells their demise. And oh boy, I mean, sure it's Ascent, sure it's Defender's side, but that is a brutal start after getting brutalized on Haven.
Alarm bells certainly have to be ringing now.
Waduh.
Kiko made the just back away briefly. So I can just dip his feet into the flames. He'll back up to full.
Well, just fishing a little bit. Oh, there's some damage.
Ethan certainly needs to be careful. Any more straight shots?
Oh, kena tuh.
Him eliminated, but Kiko's going to be able to find the one. That outlaw coming through. Now Molly going to be layered in.
Oh my god.
Retrieval of the spike, certainly not allowed.
Sabar.
He's not yet. As Amada's just going to keep going for it. Says, well, I remember where the spike was, and I'm pretty sure you want to grab that thing. So, pounds him down.
Oke, 4-0 guys. Apakah?
Another flawless for NRG.
Tanpa perlawanan ya bisa.
4-0
gear.
100 Thieves been finding success previously with those thrifties, and now they're starting to deny it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's a double down on a trap play in
Sambil ngemil meren guys.
Saw it earlier. You know, Thieves didn't walk into it. This time they do. And NRG is more than happy
Kita makan cookies dulu. Siapa yang mau cookies?
And the really concerning thing here is how much money you've given up, because NRG players have not been dying. It's been flawless into one death into flawless. So you're...
Scuba and Mata catch capped.
Yeah, you're at such a deficit. I mean, this round has to be it for 100 Thieves if they're going to have any shot in this map.
Oh, udah.
So a little bit of spam back and forth, but...
A little bit of a spot. Meanwhile, drone forward. Pop now going to be confirmed in Brock. Putting himself on this forward line, just trying to spam through. Can't clean up the damage there, but Mata, curveball in, catches back, immediately going to be invested in 100 Thieves. Heading for the hills, the peak, that opening shot, not to be found. Molly at his feet, Timotino takes the updraft out towards relative safety, but still leads quite a bit of damage.
They're just outplaying
Timotino balik lagi, lihat, nggak terima anjir. Dia nggak terima digituin, lihat, balik lagi anjir.
Just great aggression. Knowing they could strike, and Cryo dealt with. Mata's holding the off angle in the corner.
Operator now down. That last curveball ready to go, try to stave them off right as the paranoia comes through, and it's going to be a smoke on top as well, but Mana
Nice.
just hair off with that crosshair, so Vora just managed to find that elimination. Flash in and just waiting for his timing is Scuba. Swoops forward, finds the kill.
Dibrak mah Odin lagi lihat run and gun anjing. What the hell, man? What the hell, Odin? Gila banget Odinnya, guys.
It's also something that 100 Thieves just cannot contend with.
Well, it's been about, I mean, these two teams going back and forth on their various maps, but here it's starting to be a rout.
Main apa kemarin, guys?
And
Ronen kan begitu aja.
You feel like now 100
Kurang
Thieves
sih
is
kata
on the
gue ya.
ropes. And
Kata gue sih
NRG is
kurang ya.
just pummeling them with blow after blow. And they just can't find a response. The fans in disbelief. I'm in disbelief after the way those first two maps went. Now it feels like we might as well have just started a different series. It's like we're in a completely different universe.
Yeah. The total shift that has taken place from map 2 into 3, and now continuing for NRG in 4. It's staggering, and it's going to be shocking for 100 Thieves to be so far out in front, so favored to try to close things. Playing a map 4, on a map that you haven't dropped it this entire tournament. It certainly felt like this one was going to be in the bag, but at the moment, it's just been struggle street. And it's a collective all players on 100 Thieves across 5 rounds.
I didn't go back to Haven. They were just bottoming out in the kill department too. Clear the recon for Cryo. There's no further aggression. It's all just a bit of a ruse. Do have the Blade Storm for Timatino, but look at where Kiko got to.
Here comes the peak. Waiting for it. He's dead. That will collect those knives popped. They get absolutely nothing. Kiko.
What?
Quick little readjustment finds Asuna. Dodges the paranoia.
Kena lagi nih.
Corner. An elbow spot at the fast lane setup. Kiko ready for it.
What?
Push in a green.
Another 3K. Round 5 kah ini, guys? Round 5 kah? Round 5 kah?
For NRG. And something's gotta give pretty damn soon if you're 100 Thieves.
I mean, they just look completely outdone and completely outsmarted right now. The way we were talking about the Thieves during the first two maps is now the way that we're going to be talking about NRG. The homework, the prep, insanely good. The way that Kiko able to shut down that danger of the Blade Storm from Timatino right off the rip. And it's just compounding into error after error. Disaster after disaster. I'm gonna flash forward and Kiko aggressively pushes out. That smoke goes down and he's got, actually it's Manu who's got Asuna. Missed the shot.
Just continues to have the worst of times.
Rotate ke A.
0-7-0 at the moment on this Phoenix.
Buru, Omen. Smoke, Omen.
Pain and deaths.
Oh, nggak ada smoke ya?
Silent push.
Waduh,
Outside of A main, drone at the ready for Vora.
Kok tahu ya?
Has to send this, has to get information, has to try to clear these players. Trademark's still there to try to slow them down on entry. Meanwhile, TP just over the top of Heaven. Kiko gonna go backpedaling and now has the confirmation.
Ush, kok kena, guys?
Find Scuba.
Heran lain kalau kayak gitu ya. Itu hoki apa gimana, guys? Dia lagi diam loh, mana? Gak ada stepnya loh itu. Infonya apa aja, hoki-hokian aja kah?
Great reveal, but not a bangable position.
Yeah.
Unable to get anything from there. Shockdart gonna find a little bit. Sliding forward is Ethan trying to take the fight to them, trying to up the pace.
Oke, nice.
Okay,
Mantap.
Thieves at long last.
Undefeated comeback, teman-teman ya. Undefeated is
The
back.
lion's share of their weapons.
All right, we need to see them start streaking some rounds together themselves. if you're gonna feel like they have any hope in this, and I think stuff like this you got to start doing, spamming the smokes, getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to anticipate your opponent's movements. That's something NRG has been doing so well against you.
Yeah, nice.
A weight lifted off their shoulders. But how much more do they still have to shrug off? That's the real question. A little bit of Odin spam over at B main. Cryo
Odin lagi guys.
Really safe. Oh.
Si Brock Odin terus dia. Dia nggak bisa pakai Vandal gitu.
Just wanting to show some presence, keep some interest drummed up on B. Swings in, finds the timing, Brock. He just wanted to clear out the camera. Neural theft now to go through is Asuna going in with that running back. Ethan going to be facing forward alongside Kiko and clean up that ult. And for now, 100 Thieves starting to scramble. Recollect back onto Cat. Kiko now taking down that tour de force. No longer in the equation. Out in the mid. Catches Cryo on the flank. Ethan some spray and pray towards tree, but nothing to be found there. The plant can be committed to.
Got that Hunter's Fury, but it's going into hell.
They're playing this one forward. As Scuba dings through the floor. Timatino able to find Ethan at the same time. Vora cleans up another. And now it's just Scuba to try to slot away. Get himself out to safety. The save having to be committed to in another round. Going to be given over to 100 Thieves. Asuna on the prowl.
Nice.
Will be able to get himself on the board as well.
Nice one.
They're starting to create some space for themselves. They're starting to keep their opponents a little bit off balance so that they're able to at least get on the site, get some plants, get some money in the bank. Cryo, a nice punish on the Brock.
6-2 ya, 6-2.
So he was trying to clear some util. Does get taken down himself, but
masih bisa nyusul guys, masih bisa 6 sama nih.
Very, very nice. Everybody for 100 Thieves getting involved. Now we got to keep it going. If you're 100 Thieves, you got to just don't take your foot off that gas pedal. Brock, shock dart early, does connect on a Timatino. Takes him down to 83.
Goes that up and over to Kiko. Catching that glimpse, rescues him, finds that elimination, but Asuna pushing forward. Takes down Ethan and Mata. Not able to find much value off the ult. They've kept them contained though, stopped them from scaling forward. As well as gotten that Hunter's Fury out.
This is already pretty nice for NRG. Total map control, confirmation of where the trip is for Cryo, so that's going to be Scuba trying to use that against his opponents. Theoretical safety net. Turn into a Venus flytrap. And they're going to walk right into it. Oh boy.
Coming down. How many can Scuba get is the real question. Should be traded at some
point. Masih ada Phoenix buat entry sih. Musuh juga masih ada Sentinel. Oh, nice. Aduh, 3 lawan 3.
Sparing their blushes here.
Wah, kalem.
Set up, nothing gonna be spotted. Mata.
Tahu kan di situ kan? Iya, nggak ada yang backup guys.
23 seconds remaining on the clock to push forward.
Wah, nice try, man. 7-2.
That's NRG already locking up a guaranteed lead at the half.
Masih aman. Ya, mentalnya nggak sekuat itu ternyata 100 iya ya. Goyah juga nih, ternyata kepedean juga kah? Ayo curiganya kepedean sih 100 ya. Udah menang 2-0 gini.
Get some more rounds to go so they don't get put back down onto an eco. Well played by Scuba. Love the way that he used that trip against his opponents.
Gelo.
Waited it out, got confirmation. That tees up Mata for the timing on the hot hands.
Lihat si Odin lagi aja nih. Astagfirullah, sabar bro.
For the timing spam. And that's got 100 Thieves standing outside of B main. They know how dangerous he is over in that space. He's such a menace. So difficult to deal with once he has that Odin available on the defender's side. Asuna, though, finds Mata over in short.
I wonder if that was off a jiggle peak or if that's just blind. I see the smoke now dissipating, so I think he just caught it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
See it back in the replay. Another way, that could very well be 100 Thieves saving grace in this round, but Brock is still going to be here with that Odin.
Ini Odin sama OP nih. Odin battle OP nih.
Throw ball through, tucks back to the wall bangs here, and Brock does get tagged by that. A very good shot. Puts him to 31. Paranoia is now going to be exchanged, the reposition, going to be spotted, knows that he's going to move over towards that generator side. Quick little short hop on that updraft, and Scuba overwhelmed very quickly, is unable to find anything at all.
Spike planted.
Second shock dart, Johnny on the spot. Vora lucky to be alive. Break that window. Brock will reposition, avoiding this trap at heaven.
Man, so close.
Well, he needed to get into a better position to actually be able to get the wall bang through, to get that pen through. Bang does get eliminated, but Matina finds Brock. And without that fight going their way, it seems unlikely Ethan can get done. The time working against him. Taps the defuse, clears the cam. Now they know he's going to be committing to it.
Oh, nice.
Has the timing. 100 Thieves.
Masih aman. Masih bisa mengejar.
Still got a little bit in the tank. Looks a little bit labored at times, but starting to find their moments. Even though, yeah, Brock has the Odin, he's able to spam through the wall. Kind of was curious if Ethan was going to rip the overdrive there, but tried to just get it done with the guns. Almost did. A little bit scary there for a moment for 100 Thieves.
Susah sih posisinya kalau udah gitu, guys. Saya udah harus beneran nyari dulu itu. Belum bisa maksa defuse.
They can do that, then I really do believe.
Oh boy. Oh, the drone. Okay, he's just offset enough. Meanwhile, Asuna able to find Ethan in mid. Kiko now going to be spotted. They look to run him down. He makes his exit over to market, but Asuna so very fast to try to chase in, but denied. Clean headshot from Kiko, keeps himself alive into the fight. Brock now just repositioning, considering that peak, but we'll tuck back, rejoin in alongside Scuba. Trying to block them out on A.
Well, the drone not going to give you anything here. Everybody hiding or wrapping the other direction. That being said, NRG pretty well has read what this looks like. No ultimate here for Bang to try to pick it up if this goes sideways. This just has to work.
Oh, mainnya masih jauh, guys. Ini penonton, anjir. Penonton tuh teriak-teriak tuh pemain denger anjir. Kayak udah teriak-teriak gitu tuh tahu pasti ada pemain yang deket, sama-sama deket gitu.
Maybe trying to just continue to keep these players on this side of the map, but look at where Mata is and look at where Bang is gone. 6 feet under, the door shut, 12 seconds remaining. 100 Thieves is getting completely corralled, cycled around the map.
8-3 ya guys ya.
Pick up another on this defender side.
Just trying to get a little too tricky at the end of the round there, but I mean it was
satu larung lagi half round. Oke.
That's just a great hard read.
Apakah akan ada map kelima, guys?
They just sense that B isn't going to be their pivot. You know, it looks like maybe 100 Thieves are going to have a chance here, get a couple kills on the Phoenix. But then you're just
enak banget tuh pakai Odin.
Snapped right down.
Enak banget tuh pakai Odin.
Austin up to 6, him and Cryo trying to do something. It's been all NRG. They've got a couple ultimates. Then
gila. Ethan maksa.
Looking for those tags, looking for that pulse, and will be able to connect on one more. Or grab by Mata, and now immediately run it back in play. Curveball going to be sent through. Finds the one. Timatino able to dash into the corner, keeps himself alive, but damage is suffered. And it's still 5 players strong. NRG want to make this another 9-3.
Low sih.
This time in their favor.
Unlikely you're going to get any ults here. Cryo, just the Guardian. I mean, Ethan, he's weak. They can clear him, there's a chance.
Lah, nggak ada yang lihat. Ethan tajam sekali, teman-teman ya. Bisa terus anjir.
8-4. Off the table. Unless they can cleanly breach this position, but
Ya, salah ngecek guys. Salah ngecek, damn.
Continue to rack these up. 6 rounds in the lead at the half.
Halftime. Let's go.
It's a brilliant defender's side. So many reads that they had.
Absolutely insane here for NRG, continuing to string it together, but let's send things over to Ian and Lou.
It's getting heated. Are we going to go all the way? Time will tell. You join us back in the crowd. It is Valorant at the Esports World Cup Grand Final. We've got fans from all over the world. Does anybody speak English? Just me?
Y a-t-il des gens qui parlent anglais dans le public un petit peu peut-être ici?
Excusez-moi?
Yeah, I speak a little English, yeah.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you, fine. It's very beautiful play. I love this. Thank you, Gentle Suit, for the crowd. And it's very, very fun. The game is very beautiful.
Your English is fantastic, by the way. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Not really.
He's doing great.
Thank you, Gentle Suit, for the crown. And I hope 100 win. I believe.
Very 100 Thieves fan, effectivement. Et moi, j'ai envie d'aller de l'autre côté. Ma très chère, qu'est-ce que vous faites ici? Est-ce que vous y connaissez un petit peu quelque chose à Valorant? Qu'est-ce qui vous amène?
Bah, moi, ce qui m'amène, j'accompagne mon neveu. Moi, j'y connais absolument rien, donc je découvre vraiment l'univers des jeux vidéo.
Merci beaucoup. So I don't know anything about video games, but I'm here with my nephew because he made me discover esports, and I'm actually enjoying myself.
And I love your glasses, by the way. Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is Adnan.
Nice to meet you. Who are you here to support?
I'm actually here for the fun. I don't have a favorite team, so yeah, I wish good luck for both teams.
Oh, you gotta pick one, please.
Well, so far, I kind of want to go for NRG, so we're gonna have more content to watch. So just for the content.
Well, seeing as we're in the crowd, Lou, let's just do a quick check. Who's taking this? 100 Thieves!
Ambil teman-teman ya.
I've got to give a shout out to our cameraman. He's down here doing a magnificent job, and this crowd is amazing. Let's get back into it. Faites ton prix!
Back in we go. 9-3, 4 more rounds for NRG. Close out this 4th map and extend it all the way to 5 split. As it should always be, as that final map. Well, they have been dominant these last 2.
You're at another must-win pistol here for 100 Thieves. Give yourself a good shout into this. It is Ascent, it is Defender's side, so a lot of times this can be where big swings happen, where all of a sudden neither team really has a grip on that attacker's half. It's a lot of classics here for 100 Thieves. A couple bandits in there too, but 2 classics, a ghost, kind of a bit of a scattered pistol buy. I mean, with how good Bang in particular has been with the classic, that should be the only gun he uses, it feels like sometimes. But drone clear. This is all fake. That's all it took to keep those players there.
Latino, what can he find? Shoulder spot. The spray down going to be coming through. He takes 2 of them low, but can't take either of them down. 23 health between Ethan and Mon as they do remain standing. Door not to be shut. We'll just leave that one open. Smalley up and over the top. Could maybe find a kill, but no, they get deep enough into the site to try to avoid that damage. Asana making this noise, and it's a double lurk into B main. Pico able to find the one. Brock backpedaling, can just re-wrap over to market perhaps.
Gila 100-nya jadi galak gitu kan.
Him though. Just no health now.
Nice. Awas.
Finding his form yet again. A 3rd kill, and it's just Mata waiting for Brock to arrive. The Sheriff in hand, the push to his death, and Cryo holding alley.
Langsung saja ya guys ya.
For 100 Thieves. Another round win. Moving up to 4, exactly what they needed to see at the start of this half.
Yeah, really encouraging signs here for 100 Thieves. The fact that you lose a player early, he's able to do quite a bit of damage. You're able to counter this 2-man B main hold, and you're able to get the round win. Just whittle NRG down bit by bit and find a big pistol win, and Timotino knows it. He knows how important that was for them. They'd love to close this out in 4. The mountain in front of them. Just starting to get at that first level. A lot more to go.
Timotino-nya galak sekali, guys. Agresif parah ini. Kayak nothing tulus lah anjir, kalau kalah mah ya udah map 5 gitu.
Just the 4 classics in hand for NRG. Getting any value against this buy proved to be very difficult. Bang. Making a reposition, re-swinging. He's going to be able to collect 2 kills. Ethan Brock both going to be struck down. Kiko able to find the 1. Looking for that second. Will get the wall bang shot. Now it's just Mata. Doing anything that he can get to try to build up towards that run it back.
It's a good read by Vora, but Mata's going to try and wrap all the way around the world. Spike is...
I mean,
oh well.
Ketahuan, lari guys, kejar guys.
Doesn't need to die. We'll just go for the orb. Let's get as much charge as you can. And unfortunately, you're playing Phoenix, so you can't really take this into your own hands. If you maul yourself, you're just gonna stay alive.
30 seconds left.
That's true. No options other than to go and fight. And the cam even gets a spot on him to boot. They're just going to be patient around the spike. I think it's absolutely the right play. Don't give that extra gun over. Cryo goes for the outlaw. Should be round over. Indeed it is.
Nice.
Takes him down with the bulldog.
And buying a bit of time. Maybe just assessing what they want to do going into this anti-bonus.
True.
Itu tuh, anjir. Flicknya diangkat gitu sedikit gitu lah. Set.
Man. Nice reposition from Bang, or, well, fake of a reposition, I should say.
Wush.
There you go.
One tap ya guys ya.
Builder, 400 Thieves. If they
One
get this
tap from
bonus,
EGL.
They're right back into it. Suddenly NRG all the more at risk.
Terus.
Oh
my god, kena Timotino guys.
Just trying to tailwind out. It's caught back of the head.
Shock dart.
Shock dart in to market, find some damage on Vora.
Gonna take a pause here, our NRG. Consider their options, but with all that layered Cypher util at the front of A, I would expect that Thieves would lead a little bit heavier B, but actually split 2-2.
Anjir, barang gitu ya?
Kiko.
Di scan sama di ini anjir. Di flash anjir biar nggak ketembak scannya.
Start to make their way in. Try to get this hit to go. I mean, 100 Thieves has read this completely wrong. They've gone over to A and are hoping that somehow NRG will decide incorrectly.
Okay, shut down on the ult. Curveball out. Otana able to take some space towards Switch, but back over into the site. Walking trying to shut down these entries, and he's going to be good for 1.
Kena blind.
Kiko gets over towards backside though and is able to shut him down.
How did he fall past that?
Astaga.
Nice
banget.
He must have.
Either way, it's cheeky. Weapon's going to be recovered. He's going to have to try to pick them apart one by one. First player found. Mata.
Wah, dua gitu guys, susah guys. Atas bawah gitu gimana sama picknya anjir.
They will deny the heroics from cryo cells. Round goes the way of NRG. Another step towards closing this out. Another step towards pushing this to split.
Personally, I'd like to see a little less gambling. It is the bonus, so okay.
Sayang banget gak dijagain.
I think with that Cypher utility where it was, I would have liked to have seen 100 Thieves been a little bit more proactive on the other half of the map. You know, use that Cypher util as sort of a delay tactic if you're going to be ending up playing for retake
25,
anyway.
ayo kejar lagi.
But that's okay. Still, they could string some more together here. Get a real map going. Kiko does have that tour de force, so that's in play.
Nice, Timotino.
Mata.
Si wall.
Nice and early. So tour de force shot not going to connect. He's able to get out scot-free.
Waduh.
Kiko gets himself into a
Chambernya ulti guys. Bahaya nih, sumpah bahaya nih. Gak tahu kenapa ya, snipernya Chamber tuh enak banget guys.
Either way, there you go.
Nice banget Timotino.
I don't know. I was asking myself the same question.
I'm gonna have to see that one back.
Anjir. Odin sih yuk. Akhirnya ada yang pakai Odin 100
taking over this round. The
Stop.
classic. The
Anjay.
right click is there.
Gila Timotino.
The crowd erupting, begging for the ace.
Timotino S kah?
Once again, just like we had all the way back.
Mencari dan mencari, kita cari.
Asana. Pole position to shut this one down. We'll just grab the orb, and if he can get the kill, he'll have his own ult online.
Uts, ketahuan Timotino mengejar. Lihat. Semangat anak muda, lihat semangat anak muda.
Breaks the line of sight, and Timotino playing this one out wisely. They know that they don't have the money at the moment to really try to chase for this, to put bodies on the line. So they will just allow for Scuba to survive.
Orang nge-save dihuhuin aja.
Win this out. Once again, the gap brought down to 4.
Really good stuff there from Timotino. I mean, you've had these moments for 100 Thieves where their players start to hit these big multi-kill rounds that are difference makers. We saw this on the first two maps, and it looked like maybe there was going to be some pressure. Maybe that NRG was going to be able to push back. You just saw him, yeah, he
What the
jumped and
hell?
saw.
Itu ajaib sih guys.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. But like, if you could get Timotino fired up, if you could get these clutch plays, these big multi-kills to come through, seemingly were in abundance for 100 Thieves during those first couple of maps.
Okay, time out
You gotta
dulu.
believe in the comeback, but NRG's coaching staff don't want to let that happen. They're gonna sit down a little bit with the boys and see if they can steady this thing. It's gotten a little bit too out of control, and probably want to go over some execute ideas or some big picture ideas, how you can at least get a couple more rounds squeezed out. You just need 3 more.
Decent timing for them, but let's see what they're going to be able to put together for this next round. Just had 1 elimination found for them. 100 Thieves able to hold on to quite a bit.
Votingnya masih tetap di NRG teman-teman ya.
See what this looks like.
Dengan 6 votes.
See exactly the adjustments that NRG trying to make.
This goes here.
Looks like pretty safe early play, a little bit of mid counter play.
Get out of my way.
They can do from top mid. Now the blades used early here for Timotino.
And nothing spotted at all. Obviously knows the Phoenix is there, but couldn't find a punish for it.
No 9-3 curse. Well, we'll see.
Time will tell. It'll be one hell of a curse as well. Bring this series to its end, and Cryo finding one.
Nice, Timotino.
Out Mata, dead on the floor.
Oke, 7.7.
100 Thieves not done yet. So to re-ramp that energy. Quick spot in. Kiko going to be blinded. Scuba able to find Asana there. Tree, but bang. Holds down a main. Another elimination found. The tripwire there in Kiko's face. As the door gets shut.
Scuba TP past it. I don't know if they're aware of that. Bang, at least maybe.
But he's got to try to play alongside Kiko, you would suspect. But the trip getting cleared. He's going to slowly drift his way over to this position before. It seems like he is ready and waiting for it, but he just can't get that Odin to sing.
The headshot, guys.
Some damage found with the kill, not there. Neural Tech not going to get invested from Cryo. They get the reveal, and Timotino is here a hell of a lot faster and sooner than they might have anticipated.
Itu Omennya ngapain sih? Oh, lagi mau ulti Omennya, guys.
TP towards Alley. Buys it some more time. Kiko, a minor amount of noise made at pizza.
Tajam sekali, teman-teman ya.
The tail went forward. Some blind shots in. He's got the Phantom behind this as well, and Scuba is
gila, blind shot. Blind shot.
3 rounds to go to tie this up.
Now they look sharp. Now their decision making looks really good. The aim is much more steady. Timotino feeling it.
Timotino masih muda. Mainnya gila. Nanti bakal gimana ya?
The hero from Sunset.
Which?
They're able to spare some blushes from Haven.
Oh my god.
Him and Timotino just starting their role. And we go, we continue. We're halfway up the mountain almost, it feels like. We're getting there.
Menangis ya abang, menangis.
Just want to let you guys know what happened in the pistol round, that's all. In case you forgot. At the half, it wasn't that long ago, but now 100 Thieves are running their way back into this. Quite some time has gone by.
Asuna's got his ult. Might get into Vora's Hunter's Fury for the next round, depending on how this goes.
What?
Trying to clear close left, but Cryo and Vora just holding down M1.
Aduh, nggak ada yang kena.
Tearing them apart.
Gila, flawless, guys. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one.
Find the thrifty. Find the flawless, I should say. My brain's starting to break down.
Well, 100 Thieves' brains are starting to re-engage.
Oh, dia
They're
kena
getting back
flash.
online. And this one's easy, sure. They just have a good read and have a good choke. You know, the crossfires there with the Phantoms and the Odin.
Let's go,
To me, the
boys.
signals that Bora is really back into this match. All the players, the nerves are starting to wear out. They're getting that energy back. The
Waduh,
crash
Timothy-nya udah pegang OP,
we saw
guys.
in Haven. The pieces are being picked up and put back together. And it's looking maybe that the welding is going to be sturdier than before. We'll see, though.
Big reveal out.
Woo! Piercing shot, guys. What? Piercing shot. Gila, itu pas banget kayak gini. Boom. Anjrit, gila banget. Timotino udah pegang OP, guys. This is it, Timotino.
Brock just kept giving him the angle. He wasn't making any connections.
Crazy.
He's just able to linger.
Gila sih.
Lines them both up, and that is devastating.
Beyond his years with that play right there from Timotino. That is incredibly well done. And now you got to save. You're looking at a couple players with 200 credits. So you got to make the call here early.
30 seconds left.
100 Thieves can go hunting. I mean, these players with the Phantoms, I think absolutely should be starting to push the map. Just see if they feel the comfort to do so. I mean, you can use the op to maybe hold down mid. You know the spike is there. Just are you going to get anything out of this?
10 seconds left.
Masih 2 orang ya?
Throw ball out. Scuba able to find a good amount of damage, but now Molly here at his feet. Cryo. Oh, the timing is about to be devastating as Kiko has fallen.
Oh, nice. Nice. 9-10 guys, penyusul guys.
Nothing saved. NRG once again faltering as 100 Thieves are 1 round away from tying this up.
Living up to their name there at the end of this round. The Thieves steal everything from NRG. And now they're the ones reeling. Now they're the ones on the back foot. Now they're the ones staring down the void of the end of their run at EWC 26. Is there going to be that second timeout? Indeed, there is. NRG, maybe the last one. Have to figure something out. They've tried a couple different
Temat
things.
dulu kah? Temat dulu.
Trying to work the map a little bit, but some of that mid presence that Timotino's been able to establish either outside of Pizza or from Short A has really been causing problems. Those opening kills, he's able to push some space at B main. He's doing a lot of different things on the map and doing them really well. Big difference maker. Cryo starting to come alive in some of these holds and some of his anchors. Starting to play like that player we know he can be. So NRG again, maybe trying to find answers that weren't in the playbook at all. So Bonkar, a phenomenal coach, gonna have to put some of his best out
main
there.
santai sekarang, main santai.
We've seen from him yet. Mata very close to his ult, 1 away. So that's something we're probably talking about
Itu Timotino udah mendekat, guys.
This is a very doable eco, pseudo eco.
Mainnya agak dalam ya.
Rifle. They're being quiet. Maybe worried about some kind of counterplay, some kind of trap from 100 Thieves, but 100 Thieves more into a default type. Gonna use this drone to try to tee up Timotino with that op again.
This is it kah?
Wise to it. This is that smoke to cut it off. It's a good counter, something that I'm sure was talked about during that timeout. We wait. They're gonna run the clock down, try to make 100 Thieves sweat. Good news is,
comes with risks.
Yeah, you're gonna have the weak side. The bad news is it's where all the Cypher util is.
Or maybe just in position, try to assist with that Hunter's Fury. And he will go ahead and let her rip. Allison at the same time able to scale forward. A couple pot shots
Udah lewat guys.
and he will get snapped back. Mono with that stinger able to find him, but now he's going to be spotted out,
Nice.
making his way over to Ali and Cryo from the site. Will be able to find that
Kena
kill.
tuh, kena tuh.
Ring reveal. Ethan dead.
Oh, nice.
Cryo hungry for more. Has
SS. Oh, hampir S guys.
But he will find this round win. Let's Keiko can do the unthinkable with a scale forward.
Nice. Rapi.
And they tie it 10-10.
Again, it's just like Cryo disappeared for a map and a half. Now he's back into his groove, back into his comfort.
Nyusul jir gila.
Shutting NRG out again.
Dari 93 ya.
This has been brilliance
Dari
on display.
910.
This one right here, maybe the most important of them all. The 4K for the Cypher. How many times have we said that today? A couple. Oh man, Cryo gunning for that MVP maybe. And we are all tied up.
Timotino sudah standby di situ guys.
And this right here
Oke, dua-duanya saling jaga.
could be the most pivotal round, the one that determines whether NRG can close this out, or if 100 Thieves will take this series. An attempt to prove that curses do exist.
Look at the ults here for NRG. Gotta make these work here. Has to be this round.
Gila Timotimo sabar banget.
Oh, Ethan.
Gak kena. Oh nice. Oh nice. Oh. Oh mati. Sabar.
Timotino lingering on that Molly, trying to find a little bit more value, but now is going to be corralled into a corner, completely surrounded and flushed out as Mana comes away with the goods. Battle values falling low. Ethan desperately trying to stay tucked here as Shock Dart goes up and over. Can he strike?
Eta. Gila pas banget di kepala itu guys.
The last one standing.
Oh di comeback kah?
NRG faithful here in the crowd, trying to spur them on to this win to regain the lead by 1.
Awas lu bang. Itu awas lu bang.
And to try to clutch us out, has
Gila,
still that
cepet banget tangannya.
paranoia, clears the close corner. If he sends it into the boats, could just blind up both. Goes through, but there's the curveball out in reply. And Scuba to hold his own.
Ente 11-10 guys.
NRG, not finished yet, not willing to give the lead over to 100 Thieves.
Itu gelang apa guys? Bagus banget.
Confidence here from NRG to just double down on this fight. It looks miserable. You shut down the run it back. You get 2 taken out with the
Timotino
op.
MVP sih.
But then they are just so
Ini nih, ngeri banget anjir. Kayaknya udah di kepala dari itu dari luar kayaknya.
And they just have to keep pushing. And they're able to barely get through, and the rotation's just a little bit slow from 100 Thieves to get there. Timotino trying to stay alive as long as he could.
Game sense itu namanya ya.
Just closed in too quick.
This is it.
Timotino hearing this sprint, jumps the
Oh, gila.
Finds a kill to Ethan. The Hunter series coming through in reply, but trying to hound down this Jet. Gonna prove to be difficult. The follow-up pulse, however, connects. He dodges out the third and final. Curveball forces him away.
Gila Timotino.
Scale forward.
Timotino gila.
Hasn't been able to continue. At least not yet. Mana now slotted in. Bang, trying to watch that tree side. Swings in, though, to his death. Mana taking his head off. Gets it back into a 4v4.
Not ready yet.
Quick flanks coming.
Watch for.
Yeah.
Mana trying to keep them protected. Hasana, does he go for the curveball here? Could have them outdone, but he's just going to try swing into it. Mana takes that every day of the week.
No way.
For now, you're just going one at a time.
Anjir. Wah, bisa Timotino guys.
You can throw more bodies at this problem, but they do it in sequence. They do it alone.
Apakah Timotino akan save?
We'll get up to 12. This 100 Thieves may have just let this map slip out of their grasp.
Definitely feels like it.
Wah, kelihatan tangannya guys.
4K, NRG has a map point.
Match point.
That's one you're going to be kicking yourselves about. I'm very
12-10 guys.
concerned about that because you can just hold that A site. You've taken so much space on the map.
Kalau ini si
For
Eta
NRG, you can outwait them
NRG
here.
kalah
But
sekarang,
everybody just starts peeking in one at a
itu
time. Bang. Then Asuna. Then
100 Thief
Bora.
menang sih karena duitnya.
And you've given
Ya
the
nggak sih,
round
guys?
away. So certainly the
Oh
timeout, the
enggak,
last one.
iya tuh kalau energi
you would
sekarang
think
kalah,
going to be called here
kemungkinan
by NBS.
nggak full nggak sih tuh bayinya.
Calm them down. Say, hey guys, we could have had that round. You just need to wait. NRG happy to
Ya
pause
temat
for
dulu.
ages. They're one of the most patient teams out there.
Play together or die alone. The Thieves unfortunately chose the latter. Now, need to run back these next 2 rounds to push this into overtime if they want to avoid this going over to split. The recovery that we've been seeing from them in this half, it's been incredible to watch, but rounds like that, it feels like you squander all of that good effort. You just serve it up so easily.
Let's go. Penentuan kah ini?
Concerning.
Map 5 atau yang menang 100 Thief?
Blown out on it. The one
go.
time we've seen it this event, although NRG hasn't even shown it.
Mulai main sabar.
For some util there.
Ada yang
The
dekat.
Cypher cam is around.
Ini kayaknya ke A sih.
It's going to be a tour de force. Here. Kiko looking for a player to make a play out of the smoke. Looking for some kind of trickery, some kind of trap, but instead it's just a drone that sees the Phoenix, and now you're going to hear the Neon. That's on purpose. But Cryo, so far making the right read to not let go of A. Reinforcing, give you the strong side here. Just got to avoid that tour de force.
Anjir, 3 di A-nya guys. Bahaya ini.
Just
Bahaya
a matter
ini
of
guys.
the timing now. As soon as those duelists get
Timotino
over
yang nggak pindah,
and when do 100 Thieves
Biar jaga
players start
save aja
to
nggak sih
cheat?
itu,
Because
Timo?
look at Timotino. He's taking a bunch of space with that op.
Full 5 into A main.
Wah, siap nih.
And firing squad, the drone. Go out over the top of smoke now onto that tree side. Paranoia going to be exchanged.
Wah.
Caught, but
Woi.
Cryo, the spray and pray, able to find 2.
Woi, Cryo.
In with another. He's looking for that 4th. The flash connecting on Asuna, however, finding Scuba.
Nice. Menang.
And he might just be Mr. 4K of the tournament. Cryo, can he find it? The flash
Nice.
to take the second 100 Thieves.
Nice one.
Monster round to be found. There's one more to go for overtime.
This is exactly what you needed here.
Overtime
Get
sih
them a
guys
little
ini
more
guys.
disciplined. Don't overreact. Don't overstretch. Slowly but surely,
dapat 2 loh
take your
dia.
advantages on the map. Gain a little bit of space. You can lean your strong side over here. Great recognition of that attempted fake sell with noise and cues by NRG with their 2 duelists. Then you're able to hold the line. Cryo up to 24. Here we go again.
He's looking for a timing shot. Drop down was there. Ping reveal on Asuna, and he's gonna get caught. Kiko able to have him. There's now 3 players up through mid, through market.
Wah, cir, masuk semua ke market.
Cryo again, pressure on his shoulders to swing
Nice,
out back.
nice.
Gonna be able to find one.
Nice.
Gets another. Bora cleans up 2.
Satu orang lagi.
And Scuba has to do it all.
Santai.
But Ping.
Nice one.
Anticlimax, but get ready, because we have more 100 Thieves.
Kok M-nya kayak gitu ya? Menyerah kah? Itu menyerah apa gimana M-nya?
We get a close map between these 2. Beautiful stuff.
Hidup dan mati sih NRG nih.
It's like for a moment there with the 6-shot Scuba had on the Timatino that it was going to be maybe a little close. Both those players on Thieves that were still alive were pretty weak. Yeah, jaw-dropping. We've had tons of that here today. Look at Mata and Cryo. Top of the charts there. Kiko with 21. Great stuff on the chamber, but now we see, is this just going to be whoever can get that attacker's round first? And it's 100 Thieves who get the first crack at it. Little spam. That doesn't dissuade anybody. If 100 Thieves just have the confidence to just go for the breakout here, they have a little bit of a window.
And NRG starting to reassess here. Jump peeks into mid. Nothing going to be spotted there. Zasana catching a glimpse there on it. Ethan sends up the volley. Put him down at 51. Timatino wanting to try to clear this held position. The curveball going to be sent through the full blind. Connecting in Asana. Profiting. Scuba eliminated. Ethan gone.
Spike down.
Able to find one. This on the floor. The Molly there at their feet. Down towards hell. But Asana finds another as Kiko will fall.
Satu lagi. Tinggal si Odin. Nice. Itu loh. Nice one. One more round.
That's exactly what you needed. The confidence to just make a play.
Gila. Serunya di akhir-akhir gini, guys.
No hard read. You're just kind of guessing a little bit here. Let's see if we can find open space on A and punish it and give yourselves match point. Beautiful stuff from Asana. What a moment. They need one more.
Match point in their hands.
My God.
After a 3-9 half, 100 Thieves complete the run back, push it into overtime, and now hold this series, this tournament in their hands.
And think about this, Achilleos, they've had 2 timeouts during their attacker side did NRG. They didn't really amount to much. Maybe one round in there out of those that you can really attribute to it. So here, you've got to get it. You have
satu ronde, please. Dari tadi udah jadi ini kan. Udah jadi defense.
And I think for
masa iya nggak bisa, guys.
100 Thieves, you're probably just talking about little things that you can shore up. Same ideas, same thoughts that got you a lot of those rounds after your timeout. You were down by a couple. Just hold the line. But they're going to maybe go for something aggressive here again.
Silent creep back. Dodging that out, but Kiko.
What?
Still wise to it, suspicious about that smoke. That is a critical shutdown to be found as Timatino. Left on the floor. A 4v5. They want this tournament to end right here, right now.
Timatinonya mati tapi, guys.
They got to take a pause. Split the map a little bit. Go for that 2-2. NRG thinking the same. Let's take a moment. Let's see if we can make them make a mistake. They've done it before. They've gotten a little bit antsy. And they've got that kill, so they're going to feel like the B side may be the weaker of the two anyway. You know, if you got that Phoenix and that Jet there, it's unlikely the Cypher is going to be there. It's going to be the side of the map where there isn't going to be the Sentinel.
Wah,
that trap play early.
Wah, di B kacau, guys.
Could be your moment.
A 2-2 split, creating pressure on these players. Zasana.
Oke, ketahan. Tahan sedikit.
Still the blaze wall to try to play.
Mainnya nggak rotate aja lama banget. Mainnya nggak rotate, guys.
He is going to be noted, but he's still holding his own.
Nice, Asuna.
Two kills found. Looking for
more. Nice. Dua lawan dua.
He set the team up so incredibly well. This Brock has 100 sphere.
Okay, low. Bisa. Keikonya low.
The 2v2 trying to settle it all. Slow on the scaling. The check forward.
Nice. This is it.
Finds the kill, and now it is all on Brock. Box in, contain, a spot to one.
Nice. GG. Bener kan? Wah, Halitif menang anjir.
Are your EWC Valorant winners here in 2026?
Delo.
It has felt like 100 years.
The city of love becomes the city of thieves. They plunder, they pilfer, and they persevere in Paris. Unbelievable stuff from the 100 Thieves. A hot start, a worrying map 2, a worrying first start to Ascent, but they get it done. And what a moment here. Some of these players finally getting their time to shine on the international stage at NBS.
Gila, Timotino pertama kali debut juara, anjir. 18 tahun, guys. MVP deh.
Incredible. We cannot lift this just yet because there's something we need to do. There is one more key to crush. Come with me, 100 Thieves. What an incredible victory. They came to Paris with a purpose, and they shock the world in our grand final. Who wants to do it? Who wants to take the honor?
Gila, Timotino
steps up to crush the final key. Stand by, Timotino, not yet. Hold on, stop just 1 second. I need to know how the fans are feeling right now.
Gila, dihancurin juga, guys. Beda, mekanisme hancurinnya beda sama yang kemarin ya. Yang kemarin kan timnya banyak tuh, Apex tuh ya. Mau main nggak? Kalau main Valo, nggak. Atau pakai Odin juga jadi menang. Dilawan lagi. Tapi Odinnya jelek sih, bagusan NRG Odinnya, guys. Gila, lihat Paul dihancurin Paul. Suaranya kedengeran banget, kretek sana. Gila, kemarin. Mana harus lihat mekanisme yang dihancurinnya kemarin tuh ada banyak tim kan tuh kan. Jadi yang dihancurinnya dimasukin ke lubang gitu, di lubang itu banyak gerigi-geriginya, anjir. Hancur gila.
Mesdames et messieurs, NRG
et
100 Thieves se sont battus, mais ce sont les 100 Thieves qui se sont opposés. Make some noise for your winners of EWC 2026 100 Thieves.
Gentlemen, raise the trophy. Your winners of Valorant at the Esports World Cup. 100 Thieves.
Gila, satu-satu ngangkat. Buat ini guys, buat dokumentasi, buat difoto. Buat portofolio mereka aja lah. Ya, foto udah pialanya, lihat. Lepas anjir, lepas kuncinya, lepas guys.
Beautiful stuff here from 100 Thieves. Lou, let's begin.
Of course, Timotino, as you're breaking the trophy on stage, of course, first of all, congratulations, bravo to our bilingual king, because yes, Timotino parle français, et je vais poser la question en français. Last time you mentioned Kylian Mbappé when we were on stage, and it seems like maybe you're starting a bit of a legacy here with
Kylian
Mbappé.
Est-ce
que c'est ce que tu as envie de faire un petit peu peut-être dans le futur? Commencer à être une légende de Valorant comme Kylian Mbappé dans le football?
Je sais que je vais le devenir, il n'y a aucun... C'est sûr.
I know, I'm gonna become a legend. That is for 100% sure. Back to you, Ian.
Thank you, Lou. I'm standing by now with Asuna. Now, you've been a part of this organization for such a long time through the builds and the rebuilds. Why do you think everything clicked here in Paris?
We have an amazing coaching staff, amazing IGL, and we have just meshed really well. And it took us a while to get going, but I'm glad that we hit our peak right at the right time.
You deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Effectivement, congratulations again. Now I'm turning to you, Vora. I guess not many French people knew your name before that tournament, but I think you've been, proving kind of a point for yourself as an IGL.
Guys.
What do you want to say? How does it feel, showing leading the boys to the victory?
Felt amazing. I'm glad that my team has so much confidence in me, my coaches, my boys. It's always a surreal experience. Perform well and a call, great games. I wouldn't be able to do this without their trust, and I'm so happy that we're here today for all these people to show that we're actually a good-ass team. So thank you, everybody.
You guys are indeed a very, very good team. On est très content. Évidemment, je suis content d'avoir pu mener mes coéquipiers à la victoire qui m'ait fait confiance. Sans leur confiance, sans leur talent, sans le staff, ça n'aurait évidemment pas été possible. Donc effectivement, ravi et je veux continuer.
Pemenangnya adalah 100 Thieves, teman-teman ya. Oke, begitulah watch party kita guys. Ini yang terakhir kayaknya untuk di EWC guys, karena aku kan cuma ngisi di Apex sama di Valorant guys, jadinya dua-duanya kompetisinya udah selesai guys. Apex itu hari terakhir kemarin dan hari ini Valorant hari terakhir guys, jadi ya mohon maaf cuma sebentar gara-gara aku daftarnya telat dan juga ya baru di ACC juga guys kemarin. Jadi ya semoga nanti kita bisa watch party lagi di beberapa turnamen ke depan ya. Semoga lah ya. Semoga juga bisa nggak cuma watch party tapi bisa jadi kreator programnya lah, masuk kreator programnya untuk di EWC dan di pertandingan-pertandingan lain guys. Oke, thank you banget teman-teman yang sudah nonton, yang sudah like, yang sudah meramaikannya. Thank you Pola, thank you Ilham, thank you Aldi, Kanegayama, Pak Hendra juga, dan Citra. Kita istirahat dulu guys, karena aku tadi live dari jam 5 sore. Belum istirahat, kita istirahat dulu. Main apa tuh? Kayaknya aku mau main Apex sih, tapi nggak tahu ya, ngantuk banget sih. Nggak tahu tidur ini. Mana download Apex sih kata Info. Cuman ya ngelihatnya agak shiver sih, soalnya musuhnya ini nggak kelihatan. Kalau Apex jujur. Kita istirahat dulu ya. Thank you banget semuanya guys. Bye bye. Kalau mana ada Apex, DM aja ya. Maksudnya kalau sekarang ada Apex mau main DM. Oke, bye bye.
Didn't perform to my own expectations, but it's been so long that I haven't won a trophy.